Yo, 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 it's Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. You know, I'm back at it.
BROOKLYN, 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 BROOK. We well. Okay, we well. Okay, we well. By the way, okay, we well. BROOKLYN.
Yo, what's the word? What's good with y'all Nets fans? You know what I'm saying? Yo, we out here. Feel me? It's not just me. It's Ice. It's Leaf. It's Scott. This is JTV. It's Joey. You know what I'm saying? It's Maria Signal Moore. It's Jellio. It's Marcus. It's Nest DNA. And like I said, it's Joey BK. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of us, man. Too many to even mention. I know I ain't mentioned everybody. You know, shout to all y'all. And I'm saying the fan base is growing. We gonna get into it, man. Y'all see the title. Y'all see the title. Is this Cam Thomas team, man? Is this his team? I mean, they say a picture speak 1,000 words, man. They say a picture speak 1,000 words. So what does this picture say? You know what I'm saying? What does this picture say? You got the whole team. There's one player with the basketball. You know what I'm saying? That one player with the basketball is Cam Thomas. It must be his team. Why else would he be holding the basketball? I mean, it's other players on this team that could be holding the basketball. But they chose Cam Thomas to be the one holding the basketball. This gotta mean that it's his team, man. So yeah, is this Cam Thomas team? Yes. Simply put. All right, that's the first part of the show. Now we finna get to the second part of the show. Yeah, see? All right. It's the second part of the show. Nets owner Joe Tsai hints at Brooklyn's strategy for 2025-2026 season. Huh? He says, the article is by Eric Slater. Shout out to Eric Slater. I seem to be reading a lot of his content. Shout out to him. He's a great journalist. Says, I think he's on the next show. I forget it offhand. I forget the name of it. Tanking has become a taboo subject for NBA organizations. While numerous teams enter each season angling for a top draft pick, you'll rarely hear owner, front office executive, or coach use the word tank. Right? Last month at an all-in summit in Los Angeles, Brooklyn Nets owner Joe Tsai didn't explicitly admit to his team tanking, but he came close. Huh? He says, this is Joe Tsai's quote. He said, well, I have to say that we're in a rebuilding year. Tsai said on the All-In podcast, we spent all of our 2025 picks. We had 5 first-round draft picks this past summer. We have 1 pick in 2026, and we hope to get a good pick. So you can predict what kind of strategy we will use for this season. But we have a very young team. Now, this speaks volumes. You know what I'm saying? This speaks to, hey, what's up? This speaks to all of the stuff that, I wanted to go against and see how the potential will be if we actually play to compete. But if the owner is saying this, then you got to know that they are trying to get a top draft pick. There's no reason for me to even have content anymore, you know what I'm saying, about us being potentially a competitive team this season when you got the owner coming out saying that you could kind of predict the kind of strategy we will use for this season, right? So that being said, it is what it is. We're gonna be focused on the draft, the 2026 draft, another season. We're gonna be focused on the draft. It is what it is. I'm not a fan of it per se, but at the end of the day, I do understand this is the way you build a winning culture. I'm not going to ignore the obvious. And, you know, I think Cam Thomas would be good next to anybody that we can draft. You know what I'm saying? Anybody. It's not a player. It's not a player we could draft that you know what I mean. We wouldn't be good with. Uh, let me see.
Brookklyn, Brooklyn, we well.
Yeah. So yeah, that's just a little commercial. Know what I mean? But yeah, you know what I'm saying. Listen. At the end of the day, they could get a wing in AJ DeBonster. You know, that's kind of the guy that reminds me of who we should get. I keep thinking about him, AJ DeMonstra. I like his game. He attack the rim, he get to the basket. We don't have a really solid three, you know what I'm saying? Mikal Bridges was supposed to be a solid three. He wasn't. Cam Johnson was supposed to be solid. He played well, but we knew there was no longevity there. We've seen solid threes and how they help with the Nets, whether it be Kendall Gale, whether it be Vince Carter, mainly Vince Carter. You know what I'm saying? Or you could say Kevin Durant, but Kevin Durant played the three and the four. But you get where I'm going with this, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Uh, you know, so it is what it is. I feel like, subscribe to Daniel Berry Sports Highlights too, you know what I mean? You always be showing love in the chat. Shout out to you, bro. I gotta make you a moderator, man, for real. But yeah, so I guess that draft is gonna be of utmost of importance. You know what I'm saying? Now, that being said, I don't think we should go into that next year naked, like strip this team down to nothing, and then we just start with the 2026 draft. I think that's jumping the gun. I think that's bad. I think us doing that is too soon. Too hasty of a decision. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to This Is JTV. I'm a fan of This Is JTV. He does music. You know what I mean? Mainly music, but he got a show called Different Show. Come on Tuesdays. Him and D Rock, dope show. But yeah, that's my introduction. But Jay, talk to us, man. Let us know where we can find you at before we get to it and all of that.
Yeah, it's a different show where every week it's a different show, know what I mean? But that's on Tuesdays at 9 on IG at This Is J. But and then you can find me on all streaming platforms at This Is J or A Different World. But I was just listening. The Vargas Bros just dropped some shit, bro. This nigga Dre, you remember Dre, right?
Yeah, he was at the game with us. I got him in the intro in one
Yeah.
of the
No,
pictures.
no, that's Tommy. See, that's what I'm saying. But
Okay, Tom, that's the one that went. Tommy went to the game with us, and Dre
Tommy
was
went to the
the.
game with
I
it.
thought it was
Yeah,
Dre.
Dre is
Yeah,
the
go
other
ahead.
one. Dre got the long hair, but Dre just
Okay.
dropped a song where he's singing like Enrique Iglesias. I was calling him Enrique Dre Iglesias, but that shit sound fire. Nigga singing it in Spanish, but it's like I don't know. Yo quiero vivir. That shit sound fire. That shit was tough. Cause Dre a rapper, so you don't expect him to come on singing like that. And that shit was
Not
tough.
true.
That shit
Yeah,
was
yeah,
tough.
nah. I could do a bar breakdown. I mean, to be honest with you, I had to start from
We
the
were
very beginning to the very end because I don't know Spanish at
Yeah,
all.
I was about to say if we do a bar breakdown, niggas might have to translate that shit. But I think
Right, we
the
need a
name of the
bar. We need a
song,
bar translator and a
the
bar
name
breakdown.
the name of the song is Viver Sin Ti. So I think it means live
Yeah.
without you or live without me or something like that. Live without you.
So,
But that shit fire. Because
uh, um.
Tommy and Dre both dropped the Spanish song. Tommy dropped some shit called Toca, Touch. And then
Hmm.
Dre dropped this shit.
All
So
right, I'm gonna tap in.
shout
All
out
right,
to the
shout out to
homies
them.
though. Know what I mean, those is TNT affiliates. Know what I mean, TNT family members.
And they Nets fans. Know what I mean, Definitely got one of them in it. In the intro, I swear it was
Bro,
Drake,
don't do that, bro. Them niggas is Knicks fans, bro.
but they came to the game with us and all that.
I know, cause they one of them niggas that just root for New York. You know, cause they from New York, but they done moved out of New York. So when you from New York, but you move out of New York, you just gotta rep New
Yeah,
York. Period.
yeah.
They on that shit.
I shout to them, man. He's still making music, man. Rocking. This dude's been in the game a long time making music. You know what I'm saying? I gotta respect the tenor, man. That's about 10, 15 years in, man. Maybe they do work for sure.
Right, right. Definitely official TNT family. Gotta show them some love. Like, see, it's the same way that I support you, bro. Like all my niggas, I want to see my niggas eat. So if niggas is doing something, I'ma try to support it. Know what I mean? Like if it's music, I'ma play it. If it's a fucking hat, I'ma try to buy it. If it's or I'ma put it on to somebody else who wanna buy it. You gotta support the homies that's doing shit. And everybody who's listening, I hope y'all do the same thing. Support your homies that's doing something good because a lot of times I feel like people when you know somebody
Yeah.
they be acting like that person not a superstar not a celebrity or something just because you know them but to me you big fan breezy bro and at the end of the day Frank Isola ain't better than big fan breezy to me and all these other Nets creators know what I mean big fan breezy is the next creator I fuck with know what I mean
Nah,
and
appreciate
shout out to my boy Ice too and shit like that. But I'm just saying you gotta support the people that's around you the same way people support like niggas that go buy Drake album but leave a
these
man's album on the shelf.
celebrities and people they don't know and stuff like that.
Right. Yo,
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I be seeing
I,
niggas get on the internet and tell celebrities happy birthday, but you didn't tell your man's happy birthday. Like, bro, what kind of shit is that? Like Drake is
yeah,
not even looking at your happy birthday
yeah,
shout out,
nah.
fam.
You right, he probably too busy, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Your man's is
Clinking
right there with you.
champagne.
Right. Like
Right, your
niggas
man is right
priorities be
there.
fucked up. So that's why I really be trying to show love to people when they do some shit. So and I mean, I heard Dre's song right before I jumped on the pod, so I was like, let me shout his shit out.
Oh, all right. Yeah, nah, definitely, man. I love seeing, you know what I'm saying, people come up, and I think the grind just getting, you know what I mean. Uh, being starting from the beginning and seeing how they was and develop from the beginning. We always talk about player development. You know, that's artist development. You know what I'm saying? You know, when maybe somebody they can't rap that good at first. You know what I'm saying? And then they stuck with it and they got better at rapping and
Oh
they
yeah.
just and you seen that front row seat because you know
Yeah,
that person.
I was about to
You
say
know what
I
I'm saying?
definitely would say I helped artists develop both the Vargas Bros, know what I mean? Because they wasn't rapping at first. But I was really trying to encourage them to rap. And even with like yo, y'all should go by y'all name, the Vargas Bros. Cause I feel like I don't know if you remember when we were living on Clifton and the game Scarface, the video game was out on PS2, I think that was.
Yeah, I'm listening. I don't remember that though, but go ahead.
Uh But yeah, it was there was if anybody played that Scarface game, you remember you had to fight with a group called the Diaz brothers. It was the Diaz brothers. You had to fight with them. You was going to war with them. And then I was just telling the Vargas bros, I'm like, yo, y'all should go by the Vargas bros, just like these niggas is the Diaz bros, and they dangerous and terrorists. Like y'all the Vargas bros. Know what I mean? It's the family. But years later, they actually used it.
Yeah, I think taking advice from people that's close to you is good too because they just got a different perspective. You could have I won't say tunnel vision, but have a certain idea that you locked in on, and maybe if you just not necessarily fine tune it, but look at it from somebody that is supportive, uh just seeing if you could take the advice. I think listening to advice is good. I don't think listening and using all advice is good. I think it is good to listen to, so you could yay or nay it. You know, you don't have to say yes to a person. And what I will say is this about friends too: be cool with having an idea that you want your friend to help your whoever you supporting, and they say no to it. You know, don't be mad like, oh, nigga ain't take
Like what? What you mean? Give me an
like,
example.
and like if I say, yo, Jay, you go into that spot right there. Why don't you rap these three songs because they my favorite songs? And you
Okay.
say, nah, I'm not gonna rap those songs because you know what I mean. The demographic of people that's gonna be
Mhm.
there, you know how it is. Some open mics it might have mad niggas, so you gonna rap
Yeah.
songs with, you know what I'm saying, catering to the
Right.
demographic. And if it's a lot of women there, you're gonna rap to that demographic. You feel what I'm saying? So I might not know. I might have good intentions by saying that, but I might be wrong with my advice. You feel what I mean? So there's
That.
that.
Yeah.
There's that too. You know what I mean? Don't be
Hold
tender
on.
skinned. Lack of
Can
better
I
words.
can I rebuttal and not even rebuttal, but I just feel like you right, right? You 100% right, but I feel like at the same time, sometimes you also gotta listen to your man's because, like, even though I want to do three songs that I plan to do, if you tell me some song that I need to do, maybe that's just something that the people want to hear. So I gotta listen to
Mhm.
you because you kind of on the outside, but even though you on the inside, so I feel like it's both ways. You gotta like one, you can't be mad if a nigga don't take your advice, but two, a nigga gotta be willing to listen to advice because he could be telling you some shit that could be beneficial.
Yeah, nah, all facts, all
Cause that could be
facts.
the song that the crowd waiting to hear, and then you don't do it, and the crowd like, why you ain't do that shit? And your man's like, see, told you.
Yeah, no, I think, but that's what I'm saying. Yeah, listen to it, but be okay that you hear the yes or the no. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
I
That's
think
a fact.
that's what I was saying. Dennis Milton in the chat, he said, "Yo, Jay, it's funny you say that about New York is moving elsewhere. I'm in North Carolina at a reunion, and Brooklyn Knights still repping BK, and the don't respond if I ask if New York in the house, and um." I think this is funny because this is a stream he was talking about. You was talking about this before. This wasn't just now.
Yes, it
Remember we
was.
was talking about somebody was asking if where you from? You from New York? You say nah,
Oh,
Brooklyn.
yeah, definitely. Every time. I never say I'm from New York. I always say Brooklyn. But niggas know Brooklyn is in New York, but always say Brooklyn.
I'll be right back, Jay. Hold on.
All right. But yo, chat, what's good, man? How y'all, man? Brooklyn basketball is back. Yeah, word leaf. Shout out to the Vargas bros. Shout out to me and D Rock. D Rock Obama, like your favorite president. If y'all don't know who A Different World is, please make sure you go download some A Different World music. And that is spelled ADFRNTWRLD. It's no vowels except for the A. It's only one F. But word. We got some projects out. Go listen to those. Shout out to the Vargas bros. And make sure you follow Leaf Diggy 4788, man. Because he got some dope content up there. I know he gonna be calling the Brooklyn Nets games this year. So make sure
Yeah,
y'all follow him as well.
yeah. Leaf. I hope Leaf step up, man, because or at least stay consistent because we ain't got any Eagle no more. Even though we got his son, I know you said like he a good replacement and all that, but I think this is the opportunity for people who do play by plays to actually get do work. Like you could really do work. Like there's people that's not gonna tune in because Ian Eagle ain't there. Even though it's Sunday, there's fans that's gonna stay. But if you do the play by play, you could, you know what I'm saying,
I,
get your
I heard he left
subscribers.
because Nets fans kept saying his name wrong. Nigga said his name is Iron, not Ian.
Man, he left
So he
because he
said
was getting that
he,
money.
he said niggas keep getting his name wrong. These niggas don't fuck with me. Fuck out of here and dip.
He got mad awards to let being where he was at with us.
Nah,
Mad
he
awards.
he is one of the most like prestigious uh commentators.
Bruh, he is
He-
the best of the best. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody
Like, is
rocking.
there anybody fuck with him right now? Like, who
Nah,
who's
they ain't
who's
got
on
no.
that? Who's on that stature?
Maybe Mike Brain, and he retired. Maybe him. That's it.
Yeah, and they got to be niggas who never played in the NBA too. It got to be like just commentators.
Yeah, that's it. Ain't nobody else. Yo, what up, Leaf?
Yeah, what's good? What's
Yeah,
good
You
with
doing the
y'all?
we
play
got
by? You
sleepy
doing the play
league.
by?
We got
Yeah.
sleepy league.
Nah.
Word.
Y'all ain't get sleepy leave. I just had a little family meeting. That's all. But
Oh, you good, bro?
yeah. I'm solid. Everything cool on my end. I was hearing you talk about. Shout out to the Vargas brothers. I was cause I was on that live with them a while back on when you and D Rock did
Yeah.
the IG live. And I seen one of them, and then I seen another one of them. I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, it
Yo,
was
the
two.
funny shit is niggas be thinking they twins. To me, I knew them niggas for mad long, so I don't even think they look alike for real. They look like brothers, but you could tell the difference. But niggas really be
Yeah.
thinking they twins. And I'm talking about people that been around me for mad long
Maybe
and do not
paternal
cannot tell
Yeah,
the difference which one is which.
not
I
identical.
I'll be
Paternal
honest with
was
you.
yeah, but
Like
not identical.
when I seen
Nigga, you
when I
just said
seen
Tommy
them.
was Dre.
Yeah, nah. When I
But
when
I
I
said
seen them,
paternal though, not. But I could be confusing the names. I could see the difference in both of them. They ain't like that
I'm not
twinned
I'm
up.
not gonna lie to you, bro. When I seen them both of them, when they both popped
And,
It's
up
just
on the
like
and yo,
brothers,
stream,
but
hold up,
I
wait.
but
This
yeah,
it's
is
yeah,
funny.
I'm not gonna
Wait,
lie. When they both popped up on the stream, I'm like, wait, oh shit. I'm
I
like,
gotta tell y'all
wait, that's the
something
same thing.
funny,
I'm like, oh
but not
no, it
funny.
ain't. I'm like, I'm tripping. I said
You
because I know I was there. I was just looking, and they was shouting you out for putting a whole bag a whole the like the whole battery in their back about being the Vargas brothers and shit. But I was like, yo, that's the Vargas. He was like, yo, that's the Vargas brother. I'm like, yo, shout out to Vargas. I'm
but
like,
look
yo,
at
that's
this
kind of
though.
neat.
Look at this though. This the funny shit, and it's not even really funny because it's real life situation. But they was both locked up, right?
Uh huh.
But they was both locked up at different times. So for one time, I'm running around with Dre screaming
Right.
"Free Tommy" at shows, and the other
Right.
time I'm running around with Tommy screaming "Free Dre" at the shows. But niggas that was walking up to me was telling me, "Oh yeah, when the other one gonna get free? When Dre gonna be free?" And Dre is with me, and it's like this is Dre
Oh,
right here, nigga.
so they ain't know so they ain't know which
Yo,
one
that
was
shit was
which
yeah, that
by
shit was
by
funny.
just off the strength of like you saying their name, and their
Yeah,
appearance. It was like they knew it was two of them, but they
yeah,
just ain't know which one was. Oh,
that shit was funny as hell.
but that it's kind of unique in a way, bro. Like just like you got kind of the word of mouth can stay quiet. You know what I'm saying? Like in that aspect, but like they don't know which one is which until they see them both together. So
Right.
I mean,
But I'm
that's kind
glad
of
they
the
both
element.
hold down. They both focused on music. They both focused on family. And
Yeah,
that's what's up.
yeah, that's what's up, bro. Yeah, well, I did. I guess I did crash this joint, bro, at a good time, man. What was you talking about? Because I was about to play some.
I was talking
I was
about what
finally
Joe
about to
said.
play some damn my
I,
career.
I was talking about what Joe Tsai said. He said, "Well, I have to say that we're in the rebuilding year." Tsai said in the All In podcast, we spent all of our 2025 picks. We had five first round draft picks this past summer. We had one pick in 2026, and we hope to get a good pick. So you can predict what kind of strategy we will use for this season. But we have a very young team. So yeah, you could react to that. Then we're gonna go to John and Joey on the panel with us. Go ahead, Lee.
My reaction is it's 100% right. I
How you change
mean,
your mind?
no, I ain't changed. I mean, I ain't changed my mind about anything. It's 100% correct about what he said. I mean, I guess what he's subliminally hinting to. I mean, we got to understand that the new young regime, when you make the history that we made in this past draft with 5 first round picks, it is what it is. That means like a new regime is being started on in the Brooklyn Nets. I mean, a lot of people ain't gonna really mess with it, and a lot of people are, bro. I mean, like especially when they start seeing results. So I mean, I don't think he said anything that wasn't true. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, everything
He,
that he
he
said
thought
was
because
all true.
he thought because he said it in Chinese, niggas wasn't gonna understand it.
Yeah, well, yo, you out of line.
I didn't
Yeah,
say
basically,
Chinese.
I
They say
guess it Chinese
English.
Mandarin, however you wanted to put it, bro. Like all I'm gonna say is this: by this time next year, bro, a lot of niggas is gonna be having new favorite
Wait, what
players.
you said, Breeze? You said he ain't say it in Chinese?
Nah, he
Say it
said
in English.
I seen a video of it. I
Oh,
seen
Yeah.
Bro.
yo,
I
but
just
I'm
want
a,
to know
hold
because
on,
he was in
Jake. But
Chinese,
hold on,
in
but
China
hold
with
on,
the Chinese
but
I'm gonna
hold on,
people.
pass the
hold on,
ball
hold
real
on, hold
quick,
on, hold on,
bro.
hold on, Jake. But matter of fact, let Lee finish, and then we're gonna go to John and
Yeah,
Notorious.
I'm gonna
I'm
pass the
I got
ball real quick, bro. But I'm gonna just say this: in another 365 days, a lot of niggas is gonna have new favorite players on this team. You know, it is what it is, bro. Like, I mean, I think it's pretty much inevitable. And I think it's pretty much goes without saying, bro. I don't think we like those picks that we got from the tangerines from Mikel. I think we plan on using a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? Especially going into this draft coming up, man. I mean, but
but let's call it before we pass it to John. Let's call it what it is. We got that Atlanta pick who turned out to be Drake Powell, and we excited about that player. So
yes,
you know what I'm saying. So far, so good is what I'm saying. But go
uh
ahead,
huh.
Lee. Pass it to
Yeah,
you.
but yeah, so far so good, like you said. But just to piggyback on everything that was being said, I mean, we definitely gonna make something shake by doing what your Breeze wanted all along, and that's from building from the ground up and building through the draft. And I think that's what we plan on doing, starting from this draft that we just drafted and going into next year, and then the future drafts on beyond. Because we do got some first round picks coming up from some teams that's probably gonna be trash in the next couple of years. So just look out for that. Bounce
Yeah,
pass.
John, what you got on this, John?
Hey guys, good to be here. Listen, this is probably the most impactful thing Joe Desai said in 10 years, which is astounding. The other astounding thing he said was he'd rather have a team that struggles to win 40 games than have Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Kyrie Irving on the team. So this is definitely not one of those, whoa, I didn't really see
Wait,
this one coming at
Come
this
on, take
time.
it easy. Take
what
it
you
easy
mean?
on
That's
Joe
exactly
Tsai.
what he doing.
Yeah,
Yeah, but seriously, why would anybody ever say that? But come on, let's
but no,
just
let's
But
just talk
but
about
but no,
what he's
but
saying
no,
right
hold
here.
on. He said it and he's doing it and he's reiterating. So how you mad at his logic if he
no,
said exactly what he doing and he did it?
because actions have to speak louder than words. And for Sean Marks Josiah last 10 years, all the messages say one thing, then they tend to do the other. So if, like this is what I wanted to hear last year when we thought we were gonna get Ace or Dylan Harper, because that's where Sean was going to scout those guys, and we were all like on board with that. That was the first part of the puzzle. That didn't happen because Joe Desai's words, we spent 5 picks. And honestly, right now, Drake Powell, Danny Wolf, Jaeger, I'm very excited about those guys. Nolan and Saraf for projects, but I think they contribute. But really, next year's draft pick, if Joe Tsai says it's that important, it really is because you have four
What?
potential franchise guys in Dabasa, Boozer, Peterson, and Amont. And getting one of those four guys, I mean, any four teams that have a chance to draft any one of those four guys, you are really hitting more than just a lottery on that. You get a franchise guy to build around your team, and we desperately need that. So if Joe Desai is dead set on that, it depends on what your actions are from December 15 to February 5th to see if we actually will meet that mark. And I really do hope we do get a top franchise guy. It's just I don't buy Joe Desai and Sean Marks verbiage because they haven't followed through on it. Like if this somehow works out for us, great. We have 6 potential prospects that are under our control for the next 3 to 4 years because they'll all be restricted free agents, and Sean and Joe will have an advantage over their salary situations and contracts. That definitely works out for us. But you definitely want to see these guys develop and play well together. And for Drake Powell and Danny Wolf, I saw them connect on a play yesterday. I'm like, that is the hope for the future of what this team could be. But the problem is we still have vets on this team and guys that are ahead of them. So from December 15th to February 5th, Sean and Joe have to make said moves so we could see those young guys play. The results are what they are, and we have a top four pick at the end of the day. That is the hope for this year for the Brooklyn Nets. Seeing
No,
our
son,
Flatbush
but
Five develop and
Shorty
and
been
hitting the
running it.
lottery.
I don't
Shorty
see
been in
why
the
y'all
industry
want this
running.
shit to be an orphanage so bad. You need somebody to teach the kids. You can't just have kids teaching kids. It's not fucking Lord of the Flies.
But
It's
Jay,
gotta be
who do you want
It's a
teaching?
young man's league, Jay,
Wait,
bro. The
yeah, but you
OKC
gotta
It's
Thunder
have
Just
you
So
still
Jay,
gotta have a
Thunder just
couple
won it all,
vets to
bro. Like
guide them
it's
and teach them
now
how to be
I
NBA
understand
players.
that. I understand that, Jay. But
you
you're talking
need
about like
vets, bro.
Terrence. If
But at
it's
the same time, all I'm gonna say to that is, bro, OKC just did the unthinkable, bro.
Nigga,
This is a
Alex
young man's league.
Caruso is a vet.
Yeah,
Right.
he
A
is.
vet.
No, they did. It
What's
went
the
without
other
Alex
nigga name?
Caruso.
But
Isaiah
I doubted he
Hartenstein
was
is
in
a
that
vet.
locker room,
They
A
didn't
vet
tell him
vet.
until they
putting
started to
dudes on it,
Nah,
compete.
just huddling dudes up and be like, "Yo, we need to do this, this, that, and the third." He was a role player
bro.
at
To
Yeah,
that.
but
ignore,
he's a
to, to,
vet. He's a
to ignore veterans,
he's a
to ignore
consummate
the
professional and a vet.
listen,
You need
listen.
them.
Right, to ignore the leadership that veterans provide in their locker room is ridiculous. I'm not. I
What's
won't
the leader?
allow them.
What
I will
leadership?
not have it, Joe.
But notice
What
they
Wakanda.
didn't
leadership?
get the
But
notice they didn't get the
Hold on. Talk
veterans
more
until
about
they
that
started
leadership.
Hold
competing.
on. Let
What are
me.
y'all talking
I
Talk
don't
about?
more
want to
about
cut
that
Joey off.
leadership. Go ahead.
can
I'm
I
gonna say. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say about leadership, but then I'm gonna go to Joey because I don't want to have a long soliloquy. We ain't even get to Joey yet.
yeah,
Say I've been in these moments.
Mm-hmm.
Stay poised, stay
Mm-hmm.
calm. You don't overreact.
Mm-hmm.
Don't like I've been in these moments. You've
Uh-huh.
Yo,
never
let
been.
me.
Hold on. You've never been in this situation. I've been in this
Okay.
situation.
When
We
they be like,
definitely
let me tell you what, let me tell you what Kobe told me. When like, let me tell you
yeah,
what
really.
Shaq said to me when it happened to me.
Hold
Yeah,
Like,
on.
yeah,
Before we
yeah.
move on, I'm gonna ask you this: was that going on in Indiana's locker room when Siakam was telling them niggas when Halliburton went down? That's what he was. Was that what was going on in that locker room when
Bro,
Halliburton went
what
down, bro? Was
what that got
Siakam
bro. If
leading
you
the?
don't,
No, no,
bro.
no, no, no. I'm asking the reason
what
why
does
I'm
that
asking the
got to do
question.
with
First,
anything?
No, no,
first
no.
off,
The reason why I'm
What does
asking
that
the
got to
question.
do with anything? Because
bro,
I
you're not
just
even
told
letting
you
me
that
I'm
answer the
I just
question.
explaining.
told you
So
that
you
Alex
gonna tell me
Caruso
why you
and
asking
Isaiah
me the
Hartenstein,
question
the ones
before
who
you even let
won,
me answer
was
the
doing the
question?
same thing in the other locker room.
I understand that,
So then, what are you talking about?
but at the same time, bro, like we gotta understand, bro, the leaders of these teams is young niggas.
Bro,
That's the
Yeah,
bottom
but just
line.
because you're the
you
best
listen,
player
you,
on the
bro.
team don't mean that you the one teaching people shit in the locker room
Then
and
who?
teaching them how to be an NBA player.
How do we know that?
Them
can I
young
Bro,
just
niggas,
How do
because
we
right?
they
know
You
young
that?
were
niggas, them
asking
young
the
niggas is
question.
getting
Hold
taught by
on,
the older niggas on the
bro,
team.
you
What you talking?
asking
He
me
had
what
Chris
Siakam
Paul,
said, and
nigga.
then gonna say how we know that, bro. How
Nigga,
am
he
I gonna
had
know what
Chris Paul
Siakam said?
teaching him. What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
Bro,
Yeah,
but at the
but
end of the
he had Chris Paul on
bro,
the team once upon a time,
What are you
and just
talking about?
in the last 4 years he didn't. So
Yeah,
if
but
you telling me
he
Chris,
needed him to
bro,
teach him the shit, then get off the team.
exactly.
What are you
And on
talking
okay,
top,
all
about?
right. See,
bro,
the thing is
hold on. So
y'all
it's
moving the
Without
it's
that
hold on,
Chris
conversation.
Paul, without that
hold
Chris
on.
Paul
Listen,
year,
no,
he
no,
would not be who he is right now.
hold on.
Y'all moving the
Listen,
veteran,
nah,
moving the
can
veteran
I just say
leadership thing
one
bro,
around,
thought
you
bro.
not,
before Joey
bro. You
goes?
asked me a
Y'all moving
question.
it
You did not
around.
let me answer the question. You explained why you asked the question before you let me answer it.
All right, go
Like
ahead.
what the hell? What I'm saying is, yes, Caruso is integral in the reason why they won it. Not necessarily the entire time he had the biggest voice in the locker room, but at the end of the day, like I said, there's moments and spaces where a veteran steps in and says the right thing, or calms a player down, or pulls him away from a fight, or takes him away from the emotional moment, or you know what I'm
Didn't
saying?
Caruso have a
They
championship
are the
already?
conduit and bridge to making things work and with the locker room sometimes, because we see it go the other way. We seen it go bad. We seen locker rooms go bad. We seen we fights on the sideline. You know what I'm saying? A case in point is veteran and leadership will always, in my opinion, go hand in hand in the NBA. You
Okay.
especially when you dealing with egos with young guys, and again, far as talent, the NBA models their business around young players. So yeah, there's going to be leadership from young players. But trust me, when the Bucks won, Brooke Lopez was instrumental in that. PJ Tucker was instrumental in that. Like these veterans, they played a big part in winning. They may not be the best player on the team, but what they contribute isn't just physicality and actually basketball play. It's like in the locker room too. That's all I'm saying. But again, I wanted to go to Notorious just to rewind it,
Can I
just to
say
ask
one
him what
last
he
thought?
thought about. Go ahead, John. Just pass it
Yeah,
to Joey when
yeah.
you're done.
Just one last thought to the vets thing. Listen, vets are important for when we're trying to win as a team. It's just there's some vets right now on this team, MPJ, Terrence Mann, Haywood Highsmith, and Claxton, who are blocking minutes for our young guys like Powell and Wolf. And I definitely want to see those guys play a good amount of minutes. So if Joe is dead set on trying to secure a top pick, you really have to balance out playing the youth more than the vets this year. And if you do that, no matter the results, if this Nets team wins a few games or loses a lot of games, the results should fan out for where the Brooklyn Nets want to be in the lottery. So I do hope I do hope Jordy prioritizes our young guys, because we have seen little bits and pieces of what Wolf, Powell and some of these other guys can do. And we want to see more consistently, not see the vets take up all those minutes, win meaningless games, and screw our lottery chances. So on that note, I'll pass it to Joey. But if Joe decides serious about this, your actions got to match the words. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Yeah, I totally disagree with you.
No, fair to disagree. We'll definitely debate
Nah,
more.
hold on, Jay. We're gonna get to why you disagree.
I ain't say nothing. I just said I disagree.
Me and Jay can debate after Joey goes. We're gonna debate this.
Right. We're gonna get to it. Notorious, talk to us. You see you see Joe Tsai talking about the 2026 draft. What's your thoughts on this?
I mean, I'm not really looking too much into it. I mean, what is he supposed to say? I hope we get a bad pick. Like, I mean, of course he knows where his team's at. Everybody knows where the team's at. It's not a secret. We're rebuilding. Of course he wants a good pick. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just not looking too deep into it. As far as the OKC thing, man, my personal opinion, yes, vets are important, but we got to understand those vets weren't brought on board until later on, until OKC was ready to compete. Those guys, those young guys grew up together.
It was
Okay?
different vets before them, though.
You said what?
It was different bets before
If
Caruso
he
and
only
them.
talking about Chris Paul, bro. Like,
Yeah, he only talk about Chris Paul.
Wasn't Steven Adams there?
no, Steven Adams was not there. No,
Steven Adams
Steven Adams is gone.
Oh, hold on.
They were a young
I'm just
team.
saying
The
there
year,
are vets,
hold on,
and you
let's say
can't
it.
have
they
all young
didn't
players.
have all their
hold
young
up.
people.
The year that they lost to Dallas.
Hey, let Joey
They
finish.
didn't
Let Joey
have
finish his point.
bro.
Yeah,
Yo,
leave chill.
Oh my
Right,
god.
leave. Don't cut off Notorious. Let him talk his shit. Go ahead, Notorious.
They didn't have all those young guys there when Chris Paul and all those dudes were there. Okay, so that I don't understand how that is a relation.
Because Chris Paul and them need to teach Shea how to be
But
Shea. If you don't have, if you
but
just
you're
throw
just
Shea
talking
to,
about Shea. All of Chet and all them niggas wasn't there when Chris Paul was there.
all right, and I'm talking about these other vets that they have now. There's
So
always going to be
and
vets there.
I'm telling you, those vets didn't get on board until they were until they were on the upward trajectory, until they were a playoff team. They were ready to win. That's when they brought those guys on board. They didn't go through the struggles and getting their head knocked in with Shea and them, Caruso and them. They got there on the back end of things. So with that being said, I think on-the-job training and coaching matters more than this fucking veteran shit. I mean, yeah, you want to have veterans, but you need a good coach, and you need these young guys to get playing time. They need to go
Exactly.
That's just my opinion. And
There you go, Joey.
That's
not
exactly
going
and that's exactly what OKC did.
Hold on, but both things is fitting to happen. They gonna play, develop, and see. Like, listen, they got Noah Clowney, but they missed on Derek Whitehead. It is what it is. It's a numbers game. You're gonna find talent. Sometimes you want to keep them. Sometimes fans are right. Sometimes you're wrong. I remember Alondes Williams. I was like, yo, I can't believe we ain't keep Alondes Williams. He ain't even in the NBA right now. You know what I'm saying? So maybe I missed and I was wrong, and he wasn't that good of a player. Alondes Williams.
Oh yeah, we had him for a brief stint, bro.
Alondes
He didn't really do no work with us like that, Breeze.
You got to pull that name up, bro. I don't remember that.
Did that guy drop 50 on
He
Orlando
was here for a short
United
period
in
of
the
time.
G League or something?
I don't remember him at all, bro.
Yeah, I remember him.
He was in a G League. He was dunk. He had a wild dunk. It was like the beginning of the last.
Swore I saw him in
Oh,
Summer League,
this
bro.
one of them Iceman niggas. Oh shit.
Yo, leave. Don't make Ice show up, man.
God damn, bro. Nah, I remember Ed Sumner, bro. I remember Duke Smith Jr. DD Jr.
Yeah.
I remember a couple of other players,
Steven
bro.
Adams
Like,
was with Shea in 2020.
Yo, we should never let
that was the last year he was there.
Jay, but you keep bringing up. You just only
you keep bringing up years ago.
We talk about the whole
because
core.
that's important.
No,
like Shea is the fucking MVP. Without him, what the fuck is they doing?
Hold up, Jay. But you miscounting the group that they just won with.
Exactly.
Like, but after Chris
The
Paul,
group that they just won with has veterans in it, but they came in late, like Joey is saying. But
Yeah,
I'm just saying,
yeah.
veterans is important to a team. You can't just throw a bunch of babies out there and expect them to succeed and expect them to learn from each other.
Jay, hold on, wait.
One mic. Let Jay finish. Hold on. Hold on, Notorious. Let it Jay.
Y'all
Jay
think this
finish.
shit
Okay,
the
go
Lord
ahead.
of the Flies?
Hey,
Jay,
they go to Notorious. Go ahead, yeah. Then we gonna go to Leaf. Go ahead, yeah.
Go ahead, Jay. What we was trying to tell you is that the group that they had the second that Chris Paul and second that Steve Adams left after 2020, that group which added Giddy, which added J Dub the next year, which added
Chet,
Chet in that same draft,
the
which
other
added
Jalen,
the other Jalen in that same
Dart.
draft, and which added Case and Wallace. That's the group that they just won with that we talking about. Those were all young players drafted draft after draft after draft after draft. When they finally made the playoffs, when Chet was healthy, that's the group that we're talking about. Them veterans, whether it was Chris Paul or Steven Adams, or whatchamacall or Caruso and Hartenstein, they were not on that team last year when them niggas was first starting to thrive. Remember, they was the number one seed before they even showed up.
Exactly.
So the reality it was is that OKC on the job training was way ahead of schedule. Don't get me wrong. Did Caruso add a value to them winning the entire thing? Absolutely. Did Hartenstein add a value to them winning the whole thing? Absolutely. But the grind that they went through the second that Chris Paul left, that and all the way to last year when they played Dallas in that series and they lost and that PJ Washington corner three, that's the group that we're talking about.
With
Those
Gordon
young
You talking
players.
about with Gordon Hayward
No. I'm talking
and
not with.
Mike Muscala?
No, I'm not even talking about them because
Okay.
they wasn't getting playing time.
But
I'm talking.
that's on the roster. Wait, Gordon Hayward wasn't getting playing time?
No, he was on his way out the league, bro.
That
He had
nigga was
injuries.
cooked.
He was
Oh.
cooked. He was cooked. I swear to God, he was cooked. I
You
thought he
talking
was
about
gonna
when he
do
was in
something.
He been
OKC?
cooked since Charlotte. But go
Wait,
ahead.
Leaf.
Yeah,
Wait, you know when Hayward was on OKC for that
I
short
think
time? I
that's
think he
why they
scored.
got
Yeah, that's
connected.
what I was
Oh,
about
he
to
scored
say.
They
like
got
0 points
connected
for
because
the
when
that's
he
OKC.
who
was
they
on
wanted.
when he was on Gordon Hayward was on OKC for that short time. He was on. That was his last stint in the NBA.
Didn't he
That
drop
was
like
Right.
his.
0 points
Well,
in the playoffs for them?
hold on,
He was
y'all.
like
I
a
don't want to get.
zero.
I don't
Hold
think
on,
he
y'all.
played.
Hold
No,
on,
he
y'all. I
did.
don't
He
want.
played. He was just negative in the negative a lot.
Hold on, y'all. I don't want to get lost in the sauce, bro. What I basically was saying is that any of these teams, like OKC, this is a new thing. You know, when the Bulls won it, they were the oldest team that won the NBA championship. But they was reigning though. More times than not, what I'm saying is the NBA, this whole thing with the youngest team winning it is a new thing. That's not some shit that been happening. And
It's
I
true.
get that it's a
That's
new
true.
thing, but even with it being a new thing, we just talking basketball. Was there veterans on that team that helped them win from last season into this season? Yeah. And again, like I said,
But
going
I,
from
hey, hello.
going to
They added
say
Caruso and
can I can I
Hartenstein
God,
to
let me.
begin the
finish can
season.
I finish one statement?
Okay, go ahead.
It's that,
Go ahead, Bree. Finish yours, then I'm going.
but what I wanted to say is Caruso, before he got to the Thunder, showed that he can show up in the playoffs. So it wasn't just about veteran leadership. It's about when we got stuck at Dallas and we lost that, they felt like they somehow should have won. And they wanted to have specific players that had playoff experience for what it's worth. Hartenstein played great versus the 76ers when he was on the Knicks in the playoffs. Caruso played great as a Laker in the playoffs. This is, I imagine we agree on this. And again, Sam Presti being who he is, he sought them out. So yeah, it's not just the veteran leadership; it's the GM sorting these players out in the first place. And you know what I mean, flipping a lottery picking Josh Giddey. That's risky. You got a draft pick in lottery. He's a lot of Josh Giddey is a lottery pick. You supposed to invest in him. That's risky. You switch him for Caruso, and it works for both. It worked for Josh Giddey and it worked for Caruso. I'm just saying, man, it's not just the veteran players or the young players, it's the GM too. Sean Marks has to be able to make moves like that for us to be successful as well. Because he's not known for going into the free agency and doing things like that. He's more known for how well he done with the draft. That's why I was on this, you know what I'm saying, on his case about the, you know
He
what I
what?
mean?
Wait, what? Kevin
Sean
Durant,
Marks was
Kyrie Irving. Remember Kevin
doing
Durant, Kyrie
different
Irving,
things.
Breeze?
That's it.
I mean, he never really got a chance for real. He only got a chance to
I
do it
mean,
when
but
he was
Yeah.
free.
he
Wait,
getting a
wait,
chance. He
wait, wait,
getting a
wait,
chance. He
wait.
getting, but he getting a
No, I'm
chance
talking. I'm
now.
talking about as far as going out and getting free agents to fill around a championship roster. The only time he got to do that was when we had the big three. He's not going to do it if we got a young team that's not ready to compete.
I
That
mean, but
you're just not at that stage.
I mean,
No, no,
but if
no.
we
But Joey, it realistically, bro, he got DeAndre Jordan and Mike James. That wasn't a good look. He let Bruce Brown
if
go.
we
That wasn't a
following
good look.
OKC
He got
timeline, bro.
more than that. He got LaMarcus Aldridge. He got Blake Griffin. He went out and got
Both of them
he
was
got
on their
pieces.
way out.
Them niggas was
Yeah,
on their
but you
way
got
out.
but that's those the nigga.
But Blake
What you
Griffin still
expecting
had a
to
lot in
get?
the
You got
tank.
three superstars on
He
your
did.
team. Who
Nah,
you
but
think you
Joey,
gonna hold on?
They just
You
wasn't
got three
using him properly,
superstars on your
and then
team.
they tried to
the
overuse him at the
the, the
You
end.
got three
letdown. Wait,
superstars on your
Joey.
team. Do you think you got room to freaking be picky and
Nah,
go
wait,
out
wait,
and
Joey.
sign
The letdown.
anybody else?
The letdown was
Them
not
niggas
bringing
is
Bruce
eating up the
Brown
cap
back.
space.
Wait, Joey. He didn't bring Bruce Brown back. He brought Patty Mills, who was cooked after playing with him the whole season last year. Not bringing Bruce Brown back
Listen,
was one of the worst decisions you
I'm
can
not
make
trying
as
to
a
get into
GM when
no
you try and
argument about
have a
how
good bench.
good the players he got. What I'm saying is Sean Marks didn't really do that in other
He
aspects
had
or
10
other
years,
eras of
Joey.
Nets
Joey, he had 10
basketball.
years.
Hold
Joey,
on,
he had 10
because
years.
it
Let him
wasn't meant
finish.
for him to do it. Why would he do that with the Kenny Nets? Why
He
would
had
he
10
do that
years.
now? We're rebuilding. It's totally different. The team is in a totally different headspace. Now,
If
can I
No,
that's
no,
it,
finish?
I'm
if,
not.
if
But he
I'm,
Joey, if
made
that's
he made
Can I
too many
finish
I'm
my?
not.
wrong
No,
I
no,
just
no.
want
decisions.
to
I'm not
finish my
saying,
thing.
bro.
I
Yeah,
just wanted
go
to
ahead.
say my thing about the OKC thing. So
Yeah,
OKC grew up together, right? That's the point we're trying to make. Their core grew up together. They learned how to lose together. They learned how to win together. They cried together. They celebrated together. And then once they finally got the shit down pat, they said, "Okay, what do we need? Now we can get some veteran presence, some good quality veteran presence to fill in some holes to get us ready to compete for a championship because we feel we're there now."
That
So
was a fast ass grow
with
up
that
though.
being said, I'm not saying that veterans aren't important,
nah,
right?
that is
To
what y'all saying, and
I'm
y'all
not
do
let
be
me
saying.
finish.
I
I'm
look,
not
hold
saying
no, because
veterans
y'all
aren't
never let me
important.
go. Y'all told me y'all gonna let
I
me
did,
just
but
get
I
my
was
shit
That's
off.
supposed to
true.
go
That's
before
true.
But
Breeze went on his soliloquy.
My,
but I was supposed to go
I
next.
was
But then
supposed
y'all
to
went
go
on a
after
whole
Leaf.
nother
I was
tangent.
supposed to go after Leaf.
Yeah, all right, go ahead,
all
bro.
right, so
But y'all talking some
So
bullshit, and I don't understand how y'all
I'm
expect to
ready to
win.
debate you about the vet. Jay,
I
I'm
just want
ready
to
to
finish
debate you
my
about the
statement.
vets
I'm
right
going
now,
to take
Jay.
like 30
yo, I
seconds.
mean, let Joey finish. Jay can get into it with John or whatever.
Yo.
Yeah, so like I was saying,
Go ahead, Joey.
that team grew up together, So they brought those veterans in later. I'm not saying veterans are not important to a team, right? But to a rebuilding team, I think that yes, veterans are important. But listen, I think what's more important is that you get these guys to grow together. You know what I'm saying? That's what's more important. Them getting the playing time and the experience to me. That's more important than, we got to get this. But you can always get veterans. That ain't nothing. You go out, you trade for a veteran, you get one in free agency, they're a fucking dime a dozen. But
Y'all
what's
sound
most
crazy.
important is you build the continuity with your core. That's all I got. You could go now, bro.
Now, I'm just saying, y'all sound crazy because y'all keep talking about building a winning culture and y'all want to do losing shit. Like, you have, in order to build a winning culture, you got to build winning habits. Now, I mean, you got to at least be trying to win. You got to have veterans to teach, like
He
solid
definitely
veterans to
gonna
teach NBA players, teach them how to be an NBA player. Even if that player is more talented than them, they still have more experience as an NBA player and like knowing the X and O's, knowing how to go through sets, like teaching them shit that they learned from other veterans that was better than them before them. And like all this going out there trying to lose, just letting them go out there, figure it out for themselves. Like that's not
Bro, you're
building.
gonna lose before you learn how to
That's
win.
what Denver did. That's
You're
what
Wait,
gonna
wait, wait.
lose
You
Let's
can.
before
wait,
you
wait,
learn
wait,
how
let
to
Jay
It's
finish.
win.
Let
it's
Jay finish.
it's
You're
Let Jay
talking
finish.
different
about
Let Jay
ways
it's
of
finish.
a
losing
process.
though.
Let
It's
Jay finish.
different
Let Jay
ways
finish.
of losing.
So it's different ways of losing. Losing is losing.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
If you say
The
so,
most important thing
it
is that we get these guys playing time and we develop them.
yeah, but it's other teams that you
What
have a
happened? Did
bunch of
Joey?
young niggas out there and they just end up in a cycle of being young niggas losing for mad long. Like Utah and fucking it's mad teams that I'm just saying if you
Charlotte.
want to build a winning culture, you have to teach winning habits. And if you do losing shit on purpose,
That's not
you
losing
never
shit on
building a
purpose.
winning
That
culture.
you gotta go. You gotta lose. You gotta lose in this league. You gotta go through it to get to it.
If you gonna do
You
the
just not
draft,
gonna
Yeah,
come
you
off the
but
bat
they're
and
gonna
if you
be
lose
going
with the
dominant.
strictly,
veterans too. They're gonna
but
lose with
if
the
you going
veterans too,
mostly
but they're
do
gonna
the
be learning
draft,
how to win.
if
All
you
right,
gonna
so
mostly do the draft, Jay, bro, like the losing bumps take place, bro. If you go look at
Exactly.
OKC, the minute
I
that
never
Chris
said
Paul
lose it
left,
wasn't gonna happen. Lose it is gonna happen, but you're gonna
no,
wait,
no,
learn
no,
how to
but
win. Like
I
if you just lose it in a bad organization, you're good. It's a spiral. It's gonna keep you
okay.
losing.
Okay,
so
all right. So, listen, I just
Is
want to
it
add on
really
to this.
is it no hold on? Is it really a spiral if our players are getting better? Because
If you
No,
OKC
trade them
was
to other
losing. Hold on,
teams once they get better,
OKC
yeah.
was losing that one
If
time.
you trade them to other
Detroit
teams
was
and
losing
lose them
that
for
one
nothing at
time.
the end of the season,
Orlando was losing that one time. Where are they today?
yep,
They're
all of
playoff
them.
wait,
teams.
wait. Here's my question.
Detroit,
Here's my question.
Orlando,
how
Wait,
long was
wait,
Orlando losing?
wait, Jay.
They
Here's
for
were
my
the
losing
same
for
question.
a
amount of
Wait,
minute.
years
one second,
OKC
guys.
Like
was
20
losing.
Wait,
years.
wait, Joey, leave 1 second. To Jay, what vets on this team? Wait, what vets on this team do you want to keep, and what vets are you willing to let go this season?
I don't
Which
care
ones do you
about the
want to keep?
vets. I
No,
don't
no, no,
care
no,
about the
because this is your
names.
argument about the vets. Can I
No,
be
I
honest
don't
with you?
care about the
Yeah.
names.
No,
I'm talking
Jay,
about the
Jay,
fact that we can't have. I don't care about the names. It's about that we can't have 8 babies out there just playing by themselves.
Okay, so what if we keep Tyrese Martin, Dayron, and Zaire? Those are three vets that could help these young guys. Whereas with
Mhm.
Claxton, MPJ, Terrence Mann, and Haywood, they're not really part of
It's
our
about the
future right
chemistry.
now.
It's about the chemistry that you got on the team. It's about which it's not just fucking plug and play. We not playing fucking NBA 2K. It's real people in the locker room. And it's about who can lead the team, who is actually added value. It's not just about putting names on paper.
Well,
The
what's the
same shit
goal?
that y'all be talking
You know what
about
I'm
is the
saying?
same shit how people I feel like where they be like, oh yeah, you just put KD, Kyrie, and Harden on the team, and they automatically go win a championship. But you don't realize you really gotta play the games. You really gotta do shit. You really gotta go through that shit.
Facts.
And that shit might not work. You
Facts.
gotta really actually have a plan. Y'all just be saying shit, I feel like.
No, but here's the thing: how is Drake Powell and
That's
Danny?
not
Wait,
true.
wait. Okay, so here's a hard truth question: how is Danny Wolf and Drake Powell going to play main minutes when Cam Thomas and Claxton are taking those spots right now, and both their futures are in doubt right now? That's my question to you, Jay,
Because
because you want to
they
build a
are in a
future. How
privileged
are you going to
position
build
to
if they
learn
can't
a thing or
play?
two.
No, but how are you
Because
going to
they in
build
a
a future if they
privileged
can't
position
play?
to learn a thing or two, so they need to keep their eyes open and their mouth shut. The same way
Oh,
Cam
yeah, okay.
Thomas did when KD and Kyrie was there, and that's why he know how to do all the shit he know
But
how to
them
do.
niggas ain't Katie and Kyrie. That's the
Thank
problem.
you, Leaf. Thank you, Leaf. Like this
But
is the
a
same
nigga
problem we
like
had
Cam
last year.
Thomas, but a nigga like Cam Thomas could tell Drake Powell everything that KD and Kyrie told him. No,
But
Not if
Cam
he
might not
he
be
can
here
steal
after
every
December
Thomas
workout
is
15th.
that they told him. Like,
But
Cam
Jay,
Thomas only focus
Hold
is
on.
trying to get paid, bro.
bro,
Hold
That's
on.
that's
it's
that
Nah,
that
it's
that's
not.
should be his
not
only
true.
focus right
That's
That's
now.
not
not
fair.
true. You just
It
say
should
see
That's
y'all
not
be,
just
fair.
be up here
That's
saying
not
shit.
fair.
Exactly.
but it
Like
should be,
That's
bro.
not
Like
fair.
because but
No,
listen,
no,
that
that's not
front
fair.
office, hold up, that front office
Nah,
shitted on him, and we all know
nah,
it.
no.
It's
At the end of the day,
personal.
no. At the end of the
What do you
day, I'm
mean
not.
no? That's
Bro,
just
I'm trying to
true.
answer the question, bro. You gotta
Ain't
stop
no, I
talking
didn't
for me to
ask a
do that,
question
bro. I'm disagreeing with you. Then I'm not just letting you say shit and
about
just you
what, nigga.
say it.
They
Oh, so it's
shitting on him.
bro. Can I
what you
talk
doing?
without you talking at the same time, please? Thank you. Now, what I'm trying to say is that again, it's nothing wrong about players being business savvy. The narrative that content creators and the big media that they get from the big media want to make it nasty. But Cam Thomas has done nothing but been professional anytime he was when he spoke on what's going on with the Brooklyn Nets. Now, that being said, the big media, these content creators, these journalists, they the ones trying to make it nasty. When you hear from Sean Marks, when you hear from Cam Thomas, it's not nasty. Now, to further my point to what Jay said, again, That's just on paper. We got Kyrie Harden and Kevin Durant. In totality, they play 16 games together. What fucking winning are we really doing if
Hey,
they only playing 16 games
let me
together?
ask you this:
So
how
hold
many
on,
of
hold
those
on.
games did they win?
Did you
Out
just
of
say
those
you trust
16,
Sean Marks,
Like
Breezy?
13 or some
Wait,
shit.
Breezy. Did
like
you say you just
13 or
trust Sean
3.
Marks for
exactly.
Cam Thomas'
bro,
future, Breezy? Did you just say that?
That's how elite
bro,
them
you didn't
niggas
hear me
was.
say that, bro. Like you
No,
did
you
not hear
know,
me
you
say that.
said it was all clear, clean cut paper based how Cam and Sean feel about each other. Sean said, "I'm doing what's best interest of my camp.
I didn't
Cam's
say,
doing
bro.
what's
I
best
didn't
interest
say
of his
trust
camp."
Sean Marks, bro. Stop trying to cause
You just
pandemonium.
mentioned Sean
I'm
and
not. I
Cam.
never said
Wait,
that,
wait, guys, did he just not mention
bro.
Sean and Cam
I
in the
did
same
not.
sentence?
Yes, he did.
Thank you,
Bro,
wait.
you're
Okay,
not listening to
thank
me,
you.
bro.
Okay.
You're not
Okay.
listening, bro. Because I
Yeah,
did not say
narrative.
that, bro.
Breezy, this is another Cam Thomas narrative that I
Bro,
have to
I'm
listen
oh,
to
you
for 50
so hold,
minutes.
hold,
Okay.
hold, John. You first off, you're not gonna tell me what I said and then continue a soliloquy
Yeah,
like
okay.
this.
Yeah. Cam
I did
Thomas the
not say
best.
that,
I got it.
bro. I did not say nothing about Cam Thomas. Stop doing that.
We're
Stop trying
talking
to,
about Cam Thomas.
bro. I'm
Okay.
not you bringing him up.
You were
I'm
just
not
talking
talking,
about
He
him.
talk about the
Oh my
16 games.
gosh.
Let him talk
bro.
about the
I'm not
16
talking
games.
about Cam Thomas. I'm talking about the fact to what Jay
Man.
said. I'm adding to what he said. The fact is, you cannot build a championship roster when your three main players only play 16 games together. All of this, when you and again, look at the difference between Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum and see how many games they play together. Compare it to 16 games. Look at Jamal Murray and Jokic and see how many games they play together.
Comparing is the
Look at
steal of
Chris.
joy,
No,
man.
let me finish. Let me finish without getting cut off, please. And look at Chris Middleton and Giannis and how many games they play together, and then come back to this. You cannot fucking win like this. So y'all can spin all these narratives, y'all, and say what y'all say that I'm saying, but the truth is, I'm saying what I'm saying. You cannot win regardless of the talent. You need cohesion. You
Let,
need continuity. You need players to play together.
let me
2-3 seasons, no skipping that. All of the championship teams that won, regardless of the roster, young or old, veteran or not, bro, they took 6 years to be with their main pieces or two main players to win it. And y'all want to make it seem like, well, like, bro, I don't understand. What's the misunderstanding? What
You need
what
a
is
it's a
not
lot of
making
franchise
context
sense?
star.
missing.
What
You
is the
need
what
a
does
Hold
that
on,
have to
hold
do
on,
franchise
with the
Breezy.
star.
roster
Hold on,
that
Yeah,
we
I
hold
don't
got
on.
think they
now,
was.
bro?
I don't think they was
It's a lot
disagreeing
of
with that.
context missing, Breezy.
A
First of
lot.
all, they won 13 out of those 16 games. I know that's low hanging fruit, but when they played together, they were really fucking good. Secondly,
Bro,
Kevin
it's
Durant
82
did
games in the season.
hold on. Kevin Durant didn't play the first year. So they couldn't play. We got to take that into
Yo,
accountability.
wait, my fault, Joey. Y'all see they talking about Tatum playing this year?
That's insane.
Yeah, that's the
He's already
year.
dunking.
They
He's
took him out.
already dunking,
Tatum is
Yo,
man.
ahead of
I seen him
schedule.
dunking. This nigga
Crazy.
KD took a whole fucking year off. This nigga took a summer.
Yo,
I
did
mean,
he
No,
really
no,
get
but it's
KD
surgery?
already
different
had 12
ages.
years under his
Different
belt though,
ages
and
too, though.
he had 2 Finals
Bro,
MVPs
no,
before that
that's
happened.
steroids.
Different
That's different
ages.
steroids. That's what that is.
I mean,
Nah,
listen,
Yo,
hey, we could call it
that's some
whatever we want to call
that's
it,
some
bro.
other shit, bro.
Now I want
What?
to talk about
One
that light
nigga
skinned
had 2
dude, right?
Finals MVPs. The other nigga, bro, been to
Hold on,
he ain't
hold
even
on, y'all.
30.
Hold on, y'all. Again, I just wanted to shift the conversation because y'all mentioned the
Yo,
Celtics.
can I finish my take,
Yes,
bro?
yes. Go ahead, Joey.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I just wanted to say we got to bring context to the situation because comparing steals joy. First of all those teams you name ain't go through half the shit the Brooklyn Nets went through when the Big Three was here, bro. They
nope.
wasn't going through no COVID
Bro,
mandates. They wasn't going through the injuries that our Big Three had. They didn't. We also got to take into accountability. KD didn't play the first year when he was signed to the Brooklyn Nets. So
Facts.
yes, we want to sit here and we want to talk shit about the Nets and say, well, this is that and this is why this has happened. But you know what? We don't bring full context to the situation. Okay.
Facts.
What does any of that
So
got to do with anything? Reality is reality. That shit happened.
it
They
has a
played
lot to do with
13
it has
games.
a
Everybody
lot to do with
focusing
it
on the
because
Yo,
it,
and
result, but they
you
when
ain't
you
can't
look
focusing
sit
on
at
there.
how
Hold
it
on,
yeah,
hold
happened.
on.
no,
It
That's
you
what
has
the
a
gotta
lot
focus.
to
problem
hold on,
do
hold
The
on.
with
Let me say
results
this.
is
because
what
you
Hold on.
can't
matters.
sit
All
there and
that
compare.
bullshit don't
You
matter. Yeah,
can't
it's
sit there
true.
and
Everybody
No,
compare
it's
focusing
true,
on the
but
that
it
to
don't
result, but
another.
they
matter.
don't focus on the
Let me
chapters.
Hold
finish.
on.
I'm
Hold
gonna
on. Let me
answer it.
tell
You
you.
can't sit there and compare that to another
I gotta
team that
answer it.
didn't go through half that shit. They didn't
Listen,
go
Yes, you
through no
hold
can.
on.
COVID
But
mandate.
no. But hold
Yes,
on.
you
Let me say
can.
what I
You
was gonna
have
say.
to. They compare
No,
it
you
every
don't.
year. It's
No, you
called
can't.
Hold on.
stats. You
Listen, the
compare it
reason
every
why I
year. It's
was
called
Because
saying,
that
stats.
listen, the reason, hold on. The reason why I was saying what I was saying is because we traded the core for all of that to happen, right? those teams, the core four, when you look at how many games Spencer, Karras, and Jared and Joe Harris played together, it's more than 16. I'll just start there. And I'm saying that to say, don't break up a nucleus. Don't let the free agent that's one on a different team come to our team and then tell you how things should be, even if they trimming money off. Let's call it what it is. We got DeAndre Jordan after lob school. He done quit that school. He wasn't trying to lob a damn thing. He was hardly getting off the ground. He wasn't playing hard. He wasn't no threat. And again, I'm saying that to say KD was playing GM. You're not a GM. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of things that not only the players have to be accountable for, but also the you know what I'm saying, the front office. Now, again, this is where I disagree with John, to be specific, because I'm not arguing back and forth. I'm being clear where me and you, I draw a line in the sand. This whole thing with Cam Thomas is not being on a team, I'm going to just disagree with you, because I feel like players being business savvy is a good thing for the players. If it's up to the team, if it's up to the franchise, they're going to do whatever with the players. And Cam Thomas is not the first, and this is what bothers me the most. Bro, it happened to Scottie Pippen. It even happened to Jordan. It was a lot of different players that got into it with the teams that they were on because of contracts. It had nothing to do with them personally, but working the money out, it gets personal because of that. It's not about how Cam Thomas don't like Sean Marks and Sean Marks don't like Cam Thomas. Y'all gonna keep playing into that narrative for what?
It's not a narrative.
We the ones that's
It's
Nets
not a narrative.
fans. That's
It's
bad. That's bad for them to have a bad relationship. I don't put no energy to it. But at the same time, hold on. But at the same time, I'll pull up and I'll show y'all with Cam Thomas. He got the ball, and out of all of the players in China, he put up some of the best numbers, better than the ones that's supposed to lead the team at NPJ or Yegor. Case in point is, and not a shot at Yegor because he wasn't at the game, but I'm just saying, when it comes down to overlooking what we have now, I give that to John. I give that to a lot of Leaf. I give that to looking at content creators, looking at players on other teams, or that's not on the team, putting more energy into them than what we have right now, and even just having soliloquies on how it could work. So yeah, I take it there.
Can I respond to you, Breezy, about that? So there's no narrative between Cam and Sean's relationship. For 4 years, Sean Marks never validated Cam, never gave him a shot. Kevin Durant was the one who validated for Cam to, I think, even be on his team in the first place. And as soon as KD flew the coop, Cam was getting benched. His minutes were getting thrown all over the place after those 3 40-point games. Sean Marks didn't want to utilize him because he had the coaches tell him, oh, Cam's not doing enough. So then Cam's minutes were fluctuating the last few years, started the last 2 years. Then injuries played a huge role in him not getting the money he wanted. But also at the same time, Sean Marks has never given Cam the validation. And the 3 biggest weaknesses holding Cam back are he's not tall, he doesn't play defense great, and he's not an athletic player. Those 3 things really hurt his market. So as much as there are some narratives, Breezy, about Cam, I totally agree with you about that I've identified on Twitter with you about this. Those are things that are undisputable right now. Sean does not value Cam as the number 1 guy. Cam signed the qualifying offer, and his future after December 15 is very not set in stone with this team. So I hope Cam does well this year, but I'm also prepared for the fact that he might not be on this team at the end of the year. And that's just the context of the situation, Breeze.
Yeah, that's still a maybe for me. And we get to see him play basketball before all of that may happen. And my thing is, again, I like players being business savvy. I like them knowing how to conduct business and knowing their worth, because trust me, if the franchise could take advantage of the business side, they will.
Exactly.
If you can put yourself in a position not to be taken advantage of, still do good business. And again, don't make it seem like Cam Thomas don't have some rapport with the fans, not just me. Like, he has reasons to want to be here, even if he's not necessarily working out. And I don't think, what I'm saying is, player to franchise and fans. The players don't only decide whether or not they want to be at a place because of the business side. Sometimes they give a little, take a little, because maybe the fans, or maybe they started a family out there, or whatever the case. But case in point is that all of that's cool, but you still want the business to be right. And for Sean Marks not to find validity in making Cam Thomas somebody that's premiered on this team, when you think about the draft picks that Sean Marks did have, Cam Thomas is one of the better draft picks that Sean Marks had. right? So why not invest in the best players that, especially if you just get 5 plays, like these plays don't necessarily replace Cam Thomas, even if
Because
you
Sean
just
Marks
do
don't
want to
consider him
facilitate.
that bad. His
For
pick,
you
he
to
should consider that
ignore
Kevin
a
Durant
play
pick.
that's
Exactly,
Hey,
Leaf.
scored in the
playoff,
fourth
you
Exactly, Leaf.
tripping?
quarter, that's
We
Exactly.
crazy.
would have won a
Because
championship
hold on,
if Giannis ain't hurt
I just
Kyrie.
I
You
want to say
tripping?
this last thing. I just want to say this last thing. Shout to I want to say this. I want to say this last thing. Shout to the WNBA. In the last play of the game, shout to the Aces winning it. In the last play of the game, the
Boo.
play was, they said, what was the last play
Yo,
to AJ
Joey.
Wilson? They say to give her the ball, to give AJ Wilson the ball. That's something you could say to a player like Cam Thomas. And I ain't saying,
Oh shit.
no, I'm just saying. It's not
Cam
just
Wait,
Cam
what? Wait,
Thomas.
Thomas.
what?
Oh
But,
my
What?
god.
bruh, AJ Wilson, they asked, what
You
was the
think AJ
last
could
play
beat
of the
Cam
game?
Thomas
It
in a
was to
one on
give
one,
her
bro?
the ball. That
Bro,
was
Bro,
I
she
hate
could
y'all
dunk on
niggas.
Cam Thomas in
Hey,
a
Breezy, you
one-on-one,
think
bro.
AJ could beat Cam
I
in a
hate
one
you.
on
Yo,
one?
stop. Come
yeah,
on, man. Yo, stop, 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 bro.
yeah,
Joey, stop trying
y'all
to be
funny as
funny.
hell, man.
Nah, man. Nah, I'm
Listen,
not
well,
doing this. I'm
listen,
not doing this
let her have
tonight.
her flowers. And my thing is, no. My thing is, in the fourth quarter, you could pass the ball to Cam Thomas. You don't necessarily need to draw up a play, and that's what I'm saying.
Bro,
That's
we
the
know he
truth of
gets
it.
buckets. We
If
know
you
he got
think
the
that
clutch
all,
gene, Breeze.
listen, hold on,
We know
This
what
is
he
this is
do.
what I'm saying. If it was the if it's not the
Breeze
truth,
all over the
then it
place.
ain't the truth. If it was all about coaching and drawing, hold on. If it was all about coaching and drawing up a play after Jordan stole the ball from Karl Malone, he would have called the timeout and went to Phil Jackson like, what do I do? No, he knew what to do. I have the ball. I'm supposed to score the ball. Cam Thomas has that
Get
instinct.
down. What the
And
fuck
what'd
is
you say,
going
Leaf?
on? Oh, man. Oh, yo. The bottom line is, bro, like about this whole scenario is that Cam Thomas is supposed to have a 4-year contract, man, close to a max deal, way more than what Giddy is getting, way more than what Kaminga is getting, and he does not. Why? Because the front office don't consider, because the front office, i.e., Sean Marks, don't consider him that his pick. He
Bruh,
consider
that's
that
Hey,
what I'm
shit
saying.
that Kevin
Yo,
Durant's pick.
listen, I'm not Sean Mark. No disrespect. I'm not Sean Mark's mouthpiece. I'm not trying to convince you I know what he's thinking. I'm saying if the Nets want to win, building with whoever we draft, Clowney and Cam Thomas is important to that roster.
No, they
Facts.
not.
Yes, they are, bro.
well,
No, they
Yes,
not.
they are,
Clowney's
bro.
Leaf.
Yes,
Clowney
they are.
definitely is important based on the development work he's put in.
Clowney and Cam
Clowney's
Thomas
definitely
should be
important.
important to building a championship
Clown,
It
roster.
sounds
clown,
like
For
it
them,
sounds like half of the
yes.
fan base doesn't
clown.
appreciate Cam
I ain't
Thomas,
gonna.
Breeze.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
Clowney,
Clowny, clown.
he's
Listen,
not half of the fan base. He one
listen.
person.
Clown. Yeah, I'm not. I'm one person, bro. If anything, I'm one of like 3,000 of these niggas, bro, and I
So
stand alone.
you
So,
trying to tell me niggas ain't you don't see the potential in Clowney? I just disagree with
I,
you.
s-
That's
I
all.
just agree with Leaf too on the Clowney stuff.
I
Like I
mean,
agree with him on the Cam stuff. I agree
the
with, but
reason
Clowney
being is
disagree.
because the things that Clowney is supposed to be good at, bro, like at the power forward position, bro, like he's different. He's good at something else. He's good. Like notice the game that he had. He was
Well,
3 for 3
he's a
from.
stretch four. That's what
Yo,
the Nets
that's
do.
funny.
Hold on. Just let me finish. Just let me finish.
Let
Notice
him
the
cook.
game that he had. He was 3 for 3 from the 3 point line, which means he's a way better 3 point shooter than he is finishing in traffic and with niggas actually in front of him. That's what the problem is, bro. Like the problem is we don't have no force at no 4 or no 5. The shit that you want him to be good
Exactly.
at, bro. The shit that you want him to, he really supposed to be good at. I mean, like athletic
You
niggas
say
like
that
Aaron
it's
Gordon.
game two in the
Hold
season, bro.
on, hold on,
Bro,
hold
we
Let
on,
him
expect.
cook.
I never
hold
said. No, I
on.
never said. No. I never said
I was
that
trying
the
to
Nets was
finish.
looking for Aaron Gordon at the 4. I never said that.
I understand you didn't say that, but here's
So
my
why you say
point.
that?
I didn't say that you said it. I didn't say Breezy said anything. I didn't say that.
Bro, so why?
All I'm
How
saying
are you
is
saying, bro? He was a
all.
wasn't Aaron Gordon a number one pick?
No,
Who?
he wasn't the number one pick. He was
He
a
was like,
top 10 pick, but he wasn't the
so
number
you
one
why?
pick.
But what does he have to do with the Nets? Like
No,
what?
what I'm saying. Hold up, bro. You missing the whole point. What I'm saying is, in terms of the power forward position, what Clowney, in terms of the way the league is going, what he supposed, what a lot of people, not saying you, what a lot of people want him to be good at, he's not good at. He's
What?
good at
At what?
something
What
else.
exactly?
Are
Exactly
you
what
talking
is
about
that?
the physicality Lee, specifically?
Listen,
Is it the
Bro,
physicality
I'm talking
aspect?
about hold up. I'm talking about anything to do with playing through contact and playing in traffic, bro.
Well,
He
he just
ain't
gained
that.
'He
15
showed
pounds, bro.
little
I'm looking at
sample bits of that.
I
Wait,
I
give
Lee,
him
kind of
15
last
agree.
year.
Can I say
No,
this?
wait.
Go ahead,
Go ahead, go
John.
ahead.
No,
After John,
because
I want to say something.
last year before he got hurt, there were a few plays where he did get a foul call on the interior and make his free throws. Clowney's free throws are much better this year. 3-point
It
shot is
is.
great, and he did have a floater in the beginning of that second quarter. Like you got to look with Clowney's game very
Right.
closely at his plays to
So,
figure out
How
how he's
many of y'all
progressing.
want to see
hold on.
floaters on your
I got
power
your back. I
forward?
got your back, Leaf. I got your back. Now, I like Clowney too, right? I think as Nets fans, sometimes we get jaded and we overvalue our players. Like I like him. I see the potential. But guys, let's not sit up in here and act like he's some phenom or something. Or
What you mean
He's
if he not?
developing, Joe.
you see,
Wait, Joe. He's
but no, hold
developing.
on.
He's
Let me finish.
234 pounds
Hold
of
on, no,
Leaf is
muscle.
hold
right.
on. Let me
He
explain. Hold
developing
on,
like
Hold
a
on. Leaf is
turtle right
right.
now,
Leaf
bro.
is right.
And I don't like
15
it.
and
Come
8.
on. Leaf is right. It's things I see that
No, he's
he's doing.
not.
Let me finish my soliloquy, bro.
All right.
Please. It's things
Right, let him
I
finish.
like. Right, he's doing well. I see the shooting is improved. He's bulked up, and you know what? The dribbling's getting a little better, but he still looks baby shit soft around the rim. Clowney, you that big and you going up? You're supposed to be jamming it on niggas or going up strong. You act like you
Exactly.
can't finish around the rim through contact.
I'm supposed to
It's
see Amari Stoudemire type
preseason.
shit.
Oh my gosh,
So,
guys! It's
so with that being
preseason.
said, I get it. I see the
So that's
potential.
supposed to change during the season, and which is about to
I
start in
see
a
the
couple of weeks.
potential.
Oh my
Let's stop
gosh.
acting like he's some kind of
The game
monster or
started at
something.
7
Or
in the
like
morning, man. I'm gonna try to watch it. Y'all watching the game 7
I'm
in the
just
morning?
saying.
I mean, we got to
we'll,
come
Because
we'll
to the
here's
see.
the
We'll
thing:
see.
conclusion. We got to
if we got a
We'll
come
chance
to
to
see.
the
get, but
conclusion,
if we
bro.
got a
Like
chance to get Boozer in this draft, y'all ain't gonna be thinking about Clowney no more.
No,
Bro,
exactly.
bro.
wait. What
Wait,
do you
no.
mean?
Time out.
It's no
Hold
guarantee.
on. Bro, hold on, bro. What I'm saying is, I'm not going that far to say he should start over a player like Boozer. Y'all saying that this draft is supposed to be generational? I'm all ears. I'm saying that from last season to this season, I give Clowney 15 and 8. I give it on 14 and 6, 15 and 8, some shit like that. And he can put up those kind of numbers, bro. And he could agree to sit behind somebody like Boozer if we get him and try to develop him, bro. From what I'm seeing, we don't
Will
Huh?
he
have
get
a
the
bad.
minutes? Will he get the
We
minutes to
don't.
get those
See
numbers?
that nigga grabbing 8 rebounds a game?
Wait. Listen, Joey Leaf.
Yes,
I'm with Breezy on this one. If you've seen what how Clowney has
bro.
done so,
He's
wait,
10.
I think you're
Leaf.
jaded by the
Hold
shooting and
on,
that
hold
he's
on.
gotten bigger.
Listen, hold on. Listen,
That
well, hold
nigga
on. Let me
Danny
explain.
Wolf is already a better rebounder than that
Hold on,
nigga, bro.
hold on. Okay? Did you say Danny Wolf a better rebounder? We got Danny Wolf. We got Dayron Sharp. I don't depend on MPJ for rebounding. I think we could go to Clowney before MPJ for rebounding. It's an 82 game season, bro. You heard what MPJ said. You look for because of what MPJ said. Look for Clowney to have more of a rebound responsibility more than MPJ.
Right.
Watch.
Man, listen.
I
The
agree
fact
with
of
you.
the
I
I
want
matter
agree.
to
is,
agree.
our bigs can't
I
finish through
agree with you because
contact
that
in the
nigga
paint.
MPJ back is messed up. That's
Wait,
why that nigga is.
I want to agree with Breeze. If you check MPJ's career stats, he actually is a underrated rebounder. But I
He
do
is.
agree with
He is.
Breezy that
Yeah, he
Clowney
is.
should be rebounding a lot more. I agree.
But we're not getting that rebounding, bro, because his back is messed up.
Well, no, it's not
That's
even
why.
that. If you look at our team, the biggest worry that the NBA media have with the Nets are they're going to lose the rebounding game a lot this year. You've probably seen the first two preseason games. That's going to be where our biggest weaknesses. And for guys like Clowney, he's definitely got to be more impactful. I agree with you on that, Leaf. But look at how he's coming to training camp. He can actually dribble now, shoot the three with confidence. He is getting to the interior a little bit more. You just got to see the physicality become more consistent, and that's with playing time. Like I think
But
Clowney could be a core guy. We
but
just got to see it play
not
out.
we not denying that. We just saying that
He
paint
need to
work
go.
ain't
He need to
there.
go to Giannis
I
camp or something.
don't see nobody on our team as far as big men that's dominant in the paint. Like I seen them in the paint, they look like
I
men.
agree with you, Joey. I agree with you on that
The
part. I
only
agree with
person
that.
that comes close is Day Day, and when he doing the board shit. But
Right.
besides him going up, getting a bucket and putting a body on somebody and finishing, he's baby soft shit. Like he can't finish around the rim through
Exactly.
contact.
Exactly, bro. This is one of the reasons why if we gonna go all in on finesse at the 5 and the 4, let's go all in, bro. Like I'm cool with that because it gives Cam Thomas a whole lot more chances at the basket. The more shooters we got on the court, any damn way. Why not just throw Danny Wolf and Clowney out there together, man? Hell with it. We tanking
Yes,
any.
let's do that. I'm down for Danny Wolf and Clown playing. We actually saw them play in preseason together, and I was very impressed with the minutes that they shared together. With
Like,
Danny's
bro, like
playmaking and Clowney's lob threat capabilities, let's trade Claxton now. Like I'm open to that.
it,
Like I
it
want to see
depends on.
Wolf
And
and
listen,
Clowney
hey,
1-5.
listen. If a team off, listen. I'm all ears for what what teams is offering for Claxton. As far as I know, Boston wanted Claxton because they needed a big. They don't have no big right now. They got Luka Garza, and they probably trying to play him. And Cater, they ain't really serious about Cater. And Claxton got a friendly contract for a lot of these teams that trying to basically rebuild their roster and get back into the contending type of deal. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like a Boston. So I'm all right with it, brother. It depends on what the deal look like, bro.
Well,
Like
I saw a
Yo,
Pacers
hold on,
trade.
hold
I
on,
saw a
y'all.
Pacers.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to before we dip, I just wanted to show y'all the competition, right? Brooklyn, we got our own. Boston got their own. Y'all already know this
Yes.
already.
Yeah. Pacers have
Or-
their own too. Pacers have their
okay.
own pick back too.
2026, they
Man,
got a second round, but no, they're not a threat. Charlotte not a
I
threat.
care about him being a switchable big.
Chicago might be a threat. No,
Me
they got
neither.
15 to 30.
What
They're
does
not a
he do in
threat.
that paint?
They're not a. I'm just showing you the teams that could be a threat. The Boston Celtics could be a threat. The it's just us in the Celtics right now.
Utah,
Just
don't count out Utah. They're gonna be right there with us.
hold
I
on.
don't think
Listen, Cleveland. What did it
I
say?
mean
Hold
Utah's gonna be right with us because they in the West. But listen,
hold on.
I need y'all
Okay.
niggas to pay close attention to Ace Bailey, bro, because it's already there. Because they looking to give up Laurie Marketing now. They don't give a shit. They like,
Man, I'm
eh,
not convinced. Y'all niggas flying off the driving the whip off the road off of one
I'm not.
preseason game.
I swear to God, yo,
Jesus.
bro, I swear to
This
God,
shit
I'm
is
not.
all over Twitter, bro. You would have swore that Ace just took Utah Jazz to the playoffs, my nigga.
I'm telling you, my
Like these
nigga.
And
niggas is
at the end of the
bugging.
day, Joey, they have him. We don't. So like, come on,
Hold
bro.
on.
Exactly.
Hold on. Yeah.
That's
Hold
what
on.
I'm
Hold on.
most
Yeah. Hold
pissed
on. Hold
at.
on.
And I ain't trying to shit on the young man, but damn.
Hold on.
But that's what I'm most pissed
Hold on.
at,
Yeah.
bro. But that they have them and
Hold
we
on. Hold
don't.
on. Just hold, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah. I mean, this is the place to be mad because you know what I'm saying all the shit the Nets got to go through. So have at it. But I just wanted
Dallas.
to show y'all this. Dallas Mavericks. They got their own. I don't think they're gonna be a threat for the top five. This is why I'm showing y'all all of this. This show like
Right.
who's a threat for the top five. The Denver Nuggets. They got their own. I
No.
don't think so. I think they compete
No.
next year.
Yeah, they could be
Yeah,
the
they're
top
not a
three.
threat. They're not a threat. The Detroit Pistons. No, they're not a threat neither. They
They're
gotta
a
No, they're gonna
compete,
playoff
be
bro.
all,
team.
they're gonna be all
They
right.
gotta
They're gonna be
compete,
all
bro. They gotta compete, bro.
Yeah, they
right.
made the playoffs. They
Right.
gonna
Let's
try to
let's
make it
let's
again.
let's
Golden
get to the
State.
obvious teams that's gonna be
Hold
in the
on.
No,
shitter.
let them go through it. Let them go
Bro.
through it. Let them
I'm
go through
calling
it. Let them
to
go
it, bro.
through it.
I'm calling to
Yeah.
it, bro. Golden State Warriors. I don't think so. I think they gotta compete.
They should be
They should be all,
competitive.
they should be top
Houston
six,
Rockets
no
one
less.
through four. Hold on, they own 1 through 4. Two most favorable of 5 through 30. That's the first round. Lakers and the Clippers, the Thunder to the Wizards. I don't know what the hell's going on here, man. It looked like from 1 through 4, if that's the pick, but they competing, so I don't think that's
They,
they
they
not
should
gonna
have
get
they should have been a
they're
top
gonna
two
get
team,
5 through
but without
30.
Fred Van Vliet, it's going to be a little worrisome to see who's leading the playmaker responsibility. So I think Rockets.
Yeah,
I'm not worried about them, but you got to
yeah,
watch out how they do the first
Man, they
half at
got
least.
Kevin
yeah.
Durant. They're competing.
Well, if he
Like,
gets hurt, Joe, you know how what happens when KD gets hurt. The team just goes to hell.
yeah, I'm
So
just saying, but
I think we gotta worry about
I
the
think their
Pacers.
mindset is competing
yes,
this year.
yes, we got to worry about the Pacers. TJ McConnell just went on
Yeah,
the injury list. Their point guard depth is not so good right now, so the Pacers
hold on.
definitely got to watch
But they
out.
won't outtank us though.
But no. They said this is second round pick, 56 to 60. Let me read this real quick. It say more favorable of San and less favorable of Indiana and Miami to San Antonio than least favorable to all Minnesota, less favorable to Boston, more favorable to Indiana and Miami to Atlanta than most favorable to all. And they got to go through a lot of shit So and then we in there at the end. Memphis all to Brooklyn. Memphis can swap this pick for the Clipper pick. Clipper then convey to
Wow.
Houston, which they convey to Brooklyn. That's a lot of shit, bro.
Like,
I don't think they're a threat, bro.
Nah, they got their first pick back. That's something to watch out for. They got their own
Watch,
pick
Yeah.
back.
watch,
So hold
That's a
on, what is
threat.
that,
watch.
John? John, what's that? That's the Pacers.
Watch
That's the
they mess around
Celtics.
and put like
No,
three teams with
wait,
30
Breezy. What was
wins
your
in front
question,
of
Breeze?
us.
Wait, hold on, Leaf. What was your question, Breeze?
The ones that's a threat for the getting the top 5 pick. The
I
Pacers,
would say the
us,
Pacers might be because their point
us,
guard depth is low
Boston.
right now. So I think there might be in it.
So it's Pacers, Boston, and us.
Yeah, I would definitely say at the moment, yeah.
Okay. Clippers, they trying to compete.
Yeah, they don't have their own pick, so they're not a threat regardless. They didn't have their own pick for this year.
Clippers, the Lakers, they trying to compete.
Yeah, the LeBron James thing is interesting. He might just be purposely injured to see if this team is bad or not without him,
he
which
need
they're
to
probably going to
retire.
be.
Go away,
That's what he
No,
LeBron.
need to. That's what he
Joey, do you
Miami.
need.
really think he has a nerve
Why
injury?
you
Or is
gotta
he just saying,
retire?
"I want out of the Lakers"? I
I
feel like
think,
it's
bro,
out.
Why y'all want him to retire?
because,
He ain't
bro,
nothing
this
but a
this
Miami.
this
fucking.
this dog and pony show lasted long enough, bro. Like I'm due with it,
He
bro.
ain't
Like
nothing but a attention whore. Go
that's all
away.
he is,
Whoa,
bro.
whoa,
Like
Lame
this.
ass
whoa,
shit.
whoa!
Damn.
Yes, he is. I
Yeah.
agree. I agree strongly.
All right. Let's move on to Miami. Let's move on to Miami.
Man,
Oh yeah, hold on. We
he's
can
the
get to the.
poster child for the player empowerment era.
No, he ain't.
Right. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Miami, they got their own. I think I just don't. They don't care, but they should because they got Dwayne Wade and he got
Miami
Mitchell.
not tanking, bro. They not built like that. They gonna
Okay,
compete.
all right.
Pat Riley ain't having it.
Milwaukee, less favorable Milwaukee and the New Orleans Pelicans. They're under the ATL. I don't nah.
Now Milwaukee might be interesting depending on what happens with Giannis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Giannis about to go for another 30, 13, and 6 year. Sure. That's what it seemed like.
2026. Minnesota 1 through 8.
Minnesota, they ain't going for
Utah,
nothing.
they definitely trying to compete. So
Oh yeah, and they gonna be in the play. They competing for sure.
Yeah.
Pelicans don't got one. They don't need one after taking fucking Fizz and
Some
Queen.
them niggas got favors in
They get
Queen, bro.
y'all don't. They gave they shit away to
Fizz
move up
and
in the
Carolina.
draft. They gave it away to move up in the draft.
I
This
mean,
one.
they ain't move up that much. They just traded a nigga and then got another nigga that we wanted. Like there was a lot of hating going on in this draft, bro. Like I ain't gonna hold you, bro.
Facts.
There was a lot
OKC
of
got it.
blatant hating.
OKC got they got 5 through 30. They getting a first round pick. They dangerous.
When don't they got a first round pick? They get on my
Man,
damn nerve.
Wait, who that?
OKC. Greedy ass Presti. Greedy
Hey
ass
man,
Presti got another pick.
hey man,
man,
hey that's that.
I wish we
76ers
had a
1 through
greedy
4
ass Sean
on.
Marks.
Hey,
Yo,
that's what you do when you're in
listen.
Middle America, nigga. You ain't got shit else
Listen.
to do but draft.
Listen,
I'm
I'm gonna
just
say
saying,
this and
nigga,
I'm
you
gonna leave it
already got your
alone.
team together. This nigga still sitting on a boatload of picks.
Now
Hey,
I'm gonna
that's
say
what
this.
you do in the CBA.
Nah,
You
but
shit.
not only that. Listen,
Nigga just
we're
won the
gonna go.
championship and still got 50 picks.
You damn right
We,
they do.
we if we Google who got the most lottery picks, the Sixers is up there too. They got the next year they 1 through 4 on. We gotta worry
I ain't
about
gonna lie.
them
The
too.
NBA been looking out for the Sixers for years, bro. That's a
Oh,
known
We
fact.
gotta
absolutely.
worry about them too. 1 through 4 on. Come on, man.
The Sixers always liable to fall apart, especially with Joel Nees. But
Yeah, I
so
ain't
you
gonna lie.
never know
That
with
nigga
them.
they might need an emergency retirement with that nigga, bro. Like
You
this shit
call
is
them Joel
ridiculous.
M.E.s? I'm crying.
Yeah,
Joel M. Knees, yep.
it's crazy work.
Very crazy. Diabolical.
Silver, you owe us, man. I'll catch you in the Barclays. I'm running up on you. Word of mother, we better get a top 5 pick next year,
I'm
man.
not leaving Silver to do us no favors, man.
Sacramento gonna be a threat.
No, they're not.
Yes, they is.
They are, but they're gonna be better than us though. They should
I mean,
definitely win more than us.
but you got to look at their draft history, bro. DeMarcus Cousins, goddamn
I gotta
Tyreek
get my
Evans.
guy, man.
They draft history kind of suck too, bro.
No,
You don't got to
they
take
got Halliburton, but they traded him, didn't
exactly. You don't got to take my word for it. Just go ask Bobby. He know them niggas
I
suck.
gotta
That's
ask
why they spent
Grant,
17
man.
years in the shitter.
We can't really talk though, bro, about nobody because we ain't been doing too hot.
Hey, we shit.
Go tag.
In
I'm
the
gonna
last
tag Big
5 to 10 years,
Mac.
we can talk. Shit.
So Sacramento Kings is a threat for sure.
No, they better not get a higher pick than us.
Spurs. Oh man,
Oh my
come on,
I'm so
god.
Spurs.
sick of them too.
And the
Stop being
NBA
greedy.
is
Give it
just
to
Sick
the
of them
needy,
spoon
niggas.
feeding
man.
them niggas, bro. Good God.
Stop being
Don't
greedy.
worry,
Give it
some
to
way
the
they gonna
needy.
end up in a lottery with a. I mean, somehow they gonna get a good pick. Somehow it's gonna
They
happen.
just
Watch.
trying to, bro. I'm like, they purposely just giving this
I'm
nigga
telling you
Wimby
what it
picks.
is, Leaf. They're trying to
I
expedite.
know what it
They're
is, bro.
trying to
I've been telling
expedite.
niggas.
They're trying
Hold
to
on, this Utah
expedite
Jazz.
Wimby's
What y'all wanted to
success.
say about the Utah Jazz? What about the Utah Jazz?
Utah Jazz, bro. They lucky enough to have goddamn ace, bro. Like they ain't, the NBA ain't looking after them like that.
They
What
definitely
is
look
this?
ready
It
to
say
make some
most
moves.
more favorable Utah 1 through 8. What does that mean?
I don't know. Shit. They probably gonna have a higher pick than us next.
From more, so they get if it's 1 through 8, they get to pick which player they want from 1 through 8.
I think
No,
they saying that that's where they probably gonna land at
that's where
between
they
there,
probably gonna land at.
between
Yeah,
one
but
through eight. That's
but I
most
got but
favorable.
No,
I ain't gonna lie. I got them niggas to win.
no, it said, don't it say they got, wait, most favorable from Utah 1 through 8?
Yeah, let
This
me
is
yeah.
tell
talking
you.
about draft. This is talking about draft selection, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Draft
so that
selection.
Yeah,
means,
I'm trying to figure out who the threat. Like who? Like it's gonna be Brooklyn, but who else? Utah. Who
I
else?
guess I guess it means if they pick or Utah pick, whichever one is most
I
favorable, like they got a swap. So whichever between them and Utah, whichever one is best.
Breezy, I would say the
Right,
most
right.
worrisome is the Philly one because think about it. It's also OKC's pick. If that falls out of top four, I don't know if you saw, it goes to OKC. So imagine Philly bombs out again, but somehow OKC comes away with a top five lottery pick, being one of the guys that we want. Like that is probably the most threatening pick for the Brooklyn Nets as far as competition goes because that pick could go to Philly or it could go to the team that's the championship bound team right now. And I would say the Pacers and Utah. Those are like
I'm
the main
tired.
worries right now,
I'm
just
tired of
based off
seeing
who's
Philly
missing what
spoil
right
you.
now.
I'm tired of seeing Philly spoil you players,
I
having great
agree.
individual careers and
I
not
agree.
winning an NBA championship. I'm tired, boss. Like,
I
yo,
agree with you, but
the
it's even
Brooklyn
worse.
Nets,
It's even worse if
they draft
OKC gets that
everybody
pick.
flag. How they don't
Yeah,
see
that
us?
pick don't look like it's going to OKC. It looks like they're picking it, but depending on where they finish,
If
depends
it's
on which
5-2,
team gets it.
if it's outside
All
top
of
four,
those
they
is
get it.
swaps.
Yeah.
Those is pick
Which is,
swaps, I think.
but that's a dangerous pick.
If it lands between 9 and 30, it goes to OKC. 1 through 8, I think it goes to Minnesota. Was it Chicago? No. Oh no, you just switched it.
Yeah, and
Oh
the
yeah, no,
Celtics
no,
were.
because I was showing y'all Washington the last one, bro. They because I see the comment, I posted a comment, say Utah, Washington, and maybe the Hornets. So yeah, bro, it's a few teams, but at the end of the day, my same debate was, you feel what I mean? What did these high draft picks do on these
Do the
teams?
Wizards got their own pick this
Like what?
year?
Like they say 1 through 8, 1 through 8, whatever's most favorable.
Uh,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I think. Well, I mean, shoot. Most of the guys who was freaking in the lottery last year is probably going to be a few same as some of the same teams. Most of them, half of them. Utah, DC, us. Um, I don't know. They gonna find a way to get Wimby a good pick. You know what I mean? You know how Silver do. Gotta get Wimby in the playoffs, man. Gotta get those ratings up. Need to get his team stacked. Fuck the Nets. Y'all niggas just sit at the bottom and starve. We don't care about y'all niggas. Y'all get the scraps. Y'all get the
Okay.
leftovers.
I'm trying to look for a specific stat. It's hard to find on Google. I put who got the most lottery picks ever in the NBA. The
Wait,
Clippers popped up.
did you
Bro,
see that shit I
I know
sent you
Philly
on
got a
IG,
lot.
bro?
Huh?
the graphic with all of the teams that's getting the most games this season, like the compared to the most televised games compared to the last season.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
yeah?
Now
What's the who the
I feel
highest?
like it's like the Knicks, the Lakers, the Thunder,
Yeah.
and another team I think. But I'm
Golden
Milwaukee.
just saying
State.
probably,
Yeah.
probably.
I
But
doubted if Boston is getting any because Tatum.
they still high. I feel like they were still high towards the list. But I just wanted to look at that list and analyze like compared to what y'all saying, like these, because I feel like at the top of that list, those are the favorable teams that the NBA wants to see win and be showing favoritism towards all of the ones that's
You know
at the
what,
top.
Jay?
Dallas
I
should be
I
up
I,
there
I
too.
I
I
would
think
give
I
you
think
that,
Dallas
bro.
gonna be high up there too.
I would give you that, but I can't say they really favor the Knicks because you know what? The Knicks been shit and been trying to get the number one pick for so long and never got it.
Bro, I think they do favor the Knicks a lot with a lot of shit,
Well,
but
they
I
don't
ain't.
be
They
showing them no
favor the
love in the
Knicks
lottery.
I don't
because
know
the Knicks got a
specifically the
positive
No,
draft,
no,
record.
but
they put them on TV because they have a lot of fans, but they don't show them no love in the lottery.
They don't.
they show them the love just because they rigged the lottery for Patrick Ewing. Maybe they
You
Yeah,
know
they
how
did it
long
that
ago
one
that was,
time.
What's
nigga?
that
That was in the
shit, Jay?
70s, nigga.
They,
yeah,
I
they
mean,
did rig
but
it though.
Jay, but Jay, they did it that one
They did
time.
rig it though.
They they did
Let's
they
keep it
did
real
rig
though.
it.
You gotta admit they
They
rigged it
did
though.
they did rig it and they did rig it, Jay. And when David Stern was asked the question, bro, about if people want to, David Stern even said, quote, he said if people want to say it's rigged, they can as long as they spell our name right. That's all he said, bro. Like
Oh
yo,
wow.
niggas. That's what he said. That's what he said. Man, listen,
All right,
but
hold on. Now I want y'all to not to cut Leaf off. I just want y'all to peep game of the graphics. You feel me?
right.
Cleveland Cavaliers with the most number one picks with 6. Wizards tied 6. Rockets 5. Look at the talent they get. Kings 5. I don't
Nobody
feel
remember
bad for
half
the
of these
Kings,
niggas.
Bobby. Huh?
Nobody
I don't
remember
feel
half of
bad
these
for
niggas. Who the hell is Cy Green?
No,
Come
I'm
on,
just
bro.
this.
You
No,
taking
no,
us all
no.
the way in the
The
50s
fact,
and
no, the
60s.
facts is that the love don't never come to Brooklyn Nets way, and that gotta change. I'm showing you
The
where the
Nets
love
only
will
been in
go,
the league since 76,
And
bro.
they
I'm
77.
keep
showing you.
trading
I'm
they
showing
picks.
you over the course of the NBA how many first who got the number one pick. I'm just showing you the stats. That's all I'm doing.
You can blame
Not
Billy
trying
and
to
Prokey
bench
for
you,
that.
nothing. Hold on, number one picks Atlanta. They got 4 of them. Milwaukee Bucks. They got 4 of them. Knicks. They got 4 of them. Magic, Shaq, Chris Webber, Dwight Howard, Paolo Banchero. Yo, Orlando Magic don't miss with the first pick, man. Real shit.
Facts.
They didn't have Chris Webber on their
Those are some
team,
good picks.
but
They traded C Webb for Penny, bro. Like and started the Shaq and Penny run. So
Yeah.
Oh,
I
we got
mean that.
Philly. We got Breezy's favorite draft team.
not
What
bro.
uh,
I'm just
we talking about?
Philly. Hell no, not mine. I don't.
Iverson, Ben Simmons, Markel Fultz, man. I ain't
Oh,
gonna lie.
oh,
That list is kind of mid outside of AI.
It is.
they
It is.
they miss. They miss with multiple folks. I can't.
So
They
what was
missed. They
Joel
missed.
Embiid? What pick was Embiid?
LaRue Martin,
Joel was number
Embiid.
3. Joel was number 3. Joel went top 3 in his draft for sure, bro. He wasn't number 1 though.
That's still pretty high. Detroit 3 picks. They did a lot of losing right before they got where they at, right? Oh, Jay.
Right.
They did.
He said they did a lot of losing. They was losing a long time before they got in the
The
playoffs. I
Clippers
ain't gonna
only
lie
got
to
3. I
you,
thought
bro.
they had more than that.
Yo, they record. Remember that record they had before? That shit was they went like the whole 2 months without winning. That shit was desperation. Yeah, I went to the never mind. Yeah,
That's
never
not how
mind.
you build
But
winning culture right there.
word.
Danny Manning, Michael Oliver Candy, and Blake.
That's
The
not.
Spurs. They only needed 3, but they trying to get these niggas more any damn way.
Damn, look at the Spurs number 1 pick. Yo,
Hey,
that's
Like how y'all
serious,
said,
yo.
Miami never give up,
That's
man.
serious.
They ain't never taking. I like that attitude, man. You can't just go out there and tank. That shit is
Yo,
I
we
mean,
did
but
good
you
with
can't go
our
out
number
there and
one
be
pick.
mid neither.
that don't build winning
Yo,
culture though. You got to build because they get it out the mud. Even when they got a mid team and they had mid players, they still made it to the conference finals. They ain't win it, but they made it there.
But now that they don't have Jimmy, they gotta do it all over. They gotta find a way not to fool themselves into thinking that they just gonna put G League niggas on their team and they gonna be all right. So now it's a whole
Yeah,
different ball game. Now they actually got to do something in the draft, like we're
Yep.
doing.
yeah.
So,
They
so
been
no, so no,
they.
so no more trying to string our fan base along with these G League niggas, bro. That been overachieving with Jimmy on the roster.
Exactly.
Man,
And
That's a fact,
that
though.
kid
Speaking
Davion
facts.
Mitchell they still got him?
they
Yeah.
need to get rid of him. That nigga was
He,
ass cheeks in the playoffs.
nah, he was looking all right. Bam. He was looking like he
Them
had
niggas
niggas
ain't
thinking he
going
was
nowhere,
related to
Jay.
Donovan Mitchell, nigga.
Them niggas, they ceiling this year is maybe
Nigga,
eighth seed and some shit like that. Them
I
niggas
don't
ain't
even know if
doing
that's
shit.
they ceiling, bro. They ceiling is 10th seed, bro.
Yeah, they are eighth
Niggas
to
ain't
tenth
got no
seed,
real
bro.
roster, bro. Like, come on. And plus Tyler is out, man. Man, skedaddle, man. Get him out of here.
so
Come on,
hold
man.
on. Again, hold on.
I rather
I just wanna have this conversation with y'all real quick. Y'all know how I like to clip up the show. I mean, I'm just trying to, two picks that they got that was number one, both of them big men. It spells that they will get a big man if they got a number one pick. I'm saying that to say that. If they want to do that, that will be Cam Boozer, right?
Oh boy.
Demeancia.
Here come these energizer batteries.
AJ, bro, this is all facts. Is Derek
This is
Coleman a big man or a
hypotheticals,
guard?
bro.
He's a big man. Is Kenyon Martin a big man or a guard? He's a big man. But I don't, what is the misunderstanding? I'm just saying that maybe they're gonna get a big man because the last two times they had the number one pick, they got a big man. That's
They
that's
better
it.
get a big man.
So hold up. Let me get this straight. Just off the strength of Cam Boozer.
Especially if the fan base is not sold on Clowney. And why
Just
would you want to put Danny Wolf in that situation? I don't think they
It's
want him to
not
be a
that we not
leader.
sold on
it's just
Clowney. We think
we
Clowney is
not sold on
good.
Clowney.
Right. So why wouldn't the Brooklyn Nets get a big man if they got two big men with their number one pick? If we got the number one pick?
It's not about the Nets getting a big man. It's all about what the NBA is willing to give. And the NBA ain't willing to give shit. And I don't trust them to give us shit. We got
But
five first.
I know we got a player
We
from
got
Duke.
five first. We made first round history, bro. Like outside
Listen,
of
what I'm
that
saying
China
is
shit, bro. Why
what
would
I'm
the
saying
NBA
is
do us a favor?
But I'm not saying that. I'm saying my soliloquy is that Sean Marks drafted Tariq Whitehead. He's a Duke player. Maybe they've got some kind of
That was a
relationship there.
miss.
And they got a relationship, but maybe with BYU and AJ DeBonsta going to
Oh,
BYU because of Yago. I don't know. I'm just saying all of this to say that these are maybe reasons why these players come to the team because of the relationships that they have at these colleges.
We got to
Now
get
I know
high
Bree.
in the
Jalen
lottery. We
This
got
Wilson
to
nigga
get
came
Bree
high
to
in the
the
shooting with his
Pistons
eyes
lottery.
because of
closed right
Jack
now,
Vaughn.
bro. That
Jack
nigga just
Vaughn went to
aiming
the Pistons
anywhere.
through Jalen
I'm just
Wilson.
saying we got to get
So
blessed in the
I
lottery
know
before we can even start thinking.
Jawan Howard had hand in some of the players being on this team. I think Kobe
This nigga,
Buffkin being one of them. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he coached
So
him.
nigga Bree's
yeah,
trying to
so
find something.
yeah, so we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? It's too
Nigga
early to
shooting with
say. This is not nothing that y'all supposed to solidify. You know what I mean? Don't carve this in a tree or no shit like that. But at the
So
end of
if
the
previous.
day,
let's just say we do get the number one pick hypothetically. Who we getting, Devontae or Boozer? Like who we getting? Who would y'all want?
I say get the Bonsa because I think he.
first I would say AJ DeBonster.
I say the Bonsa just strictly just the because that means that the three is like solidified. But I don't think we could go wrong with either or, bro. Cam Boozer, I think is physically he's a little bit more ready. I don't
Uh-huh.
think AJ DeBonsa is far away. I think AJ DeBonsa is probably a legitimate three if he gets in the league. In the next once he gets in the league in the next 365 days. But I mean, I really don't even want to listen. I really don't want to even fantasize, bro, because I did the Randy Savage shit last year and I jumped up the top rope, man, and I'm like, nah, I'm out of here.
Nah, but no, but what I'm saying is, listen, at the end of the day, the reason why we here is because of Jock Vaughn. I mean, not Jock Vaughn, Joe Sop and his comment. Now, this isn't us jumping off the top rope. I'm here having this conversation. Now, Joey may feel like, I'm saying a lot because he said a little, but at the end of the day, this is what I do. Now, I felt like the dude Josiah said what he said because they want to focus on the draft. I think Josiah, being not from basketball, has advisors.
Man, listen, all I'm gonna say is this, man. Listen, F hope. I don't want to say the word that I really want to say, but F hope, man. Like you listen. I'm not living by the hope creed anymore, bro. Like I'm living by the fact that history was made this year with the first team ever to draft five
Five
first
first
round
round
picks.
picks.
That means
Hmm.
something. That to me, that means something got to shake, bro. That's like getting five cards and poker, and everybody else got one or two. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, like realistically, bro, like that's what I'm paying attention to a lot more than Devonsa and Cambuza right now because ain't nobody about to just try to get me in the massage parlor, bro, and try to get me to believe that one of these niggas is gonna be on this team, bro. If it happens, it happens. But I'm not doing the Randy Savage shit this
Niggas
year.
ain't going. Niggas not trying to get Deshaun
No.
Watson out here. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
I'm not
Listen,
doing the
but
Randy
I
Savage
know, I
shit this
know,
year.
I
I'm
know what
not.
y'all. Listen, I feel y'all, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna continue to push the narrative because that's what it is about how I want Cam Thomas to play next to whoever we draft, whoever it
I think
is.
it's.
Hey,
I
what?
want to see
I
Cam
think it's
Thomas as a
important
teammate.
though, for real. I think it's important to see how our rookies play and analyze how they do throughout the season, and also to analyze, the guys who's supposed to be coming out in next year drafts, as far as the Debancias and the Boozers, and you let the college year play out, and you let our year play out, and then what I mean, you take it from there. You know what I'm saying? So, um,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all, bro.
we need
Like,
a full
listen,
year evaluation at least, man. That's all I'm saying before
listen.
you
I
start.
think, I think, whatever the case may be, bro. I think the real focus should be on the rookies that's gonna eventually get playing time on this team next year.
Absolutely,
And
absolutely.
I think they need to be paid close attention to because, as I said before, right after draft night, bro. Like, and I say it again, bro. Drake Powell and Danny Wolf, out of all of the dudes that we picked, they absolutely look more NBA ready than anybody that we picked. I mean, obviously Nolan Trayor has an NBA ability. But I think he is a whole lot more that need to be added. If you really look at it, Drake Powell and Danny Wolf out of the rookies that we drafted, bro, have the least shit to work on
Man,
as
listen.
rookies.
When you developing, it's about trials and tribulations, bro. You learn
Yeah,
through trials and tribulations, man. Period. And you
that's
know
true.
what? You
But
keep analyzing
but
your
it's also
players.
about confidence too, bro, and
Yeah.
it's also about if give if and you take it away that type of confidence from these players. If they showing coming off of in limited minutes, bro, what they could do. Imagine what they can do when they actually get
Yeah,
real
but I
playing
don't.
time.
That's true though. I mean, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just a little bit different. You know what I mean? You take away your confidence, nigga. If your confidence shot, then do something about it. You mad about losing? Do something about it. You feel what I'm saying? I want players who are mentally tough, who, yes, they're gonna be tired of losing, so therefore they're gonna want to get better. If you
True.
mentally hold on, if you mentally weak, we gonna fucking weed you out. Simple.
Look, and if you physically weak, I'ma definitely read you out, bro. Like,
Yeah.
so I
So
mean,
this is about developing. This is about analyzing these dudes' basketball skills. It's about analyzing their mentality, and you keep who you think you can move forward with, and you keep improving around the edges. And the motherfuckers who you think you can't, bye, you get rid of.
basically. And I'm not going to keep going. And I got another 300 and something days of me going back and forth with the regime that's supposed to be leading this team into the next regime of Brooklyn Nets basketball. And I know for a fact that a lot of them niggas is gonna be gone this time next year.
Oh yeah, for
Hold on,
sure.
hold
And
on,
I
hold
just
on,
got to
yeah,
come
hold
back
on,
to the 1/3 of the fan base that did still believe these niggas gonna be here, and then I gotta
hold on.
write these niggas the same story, man. That old dude wrote in Get Rich or Die Trying. Show no love, love will get you killed. Excuse my
Ho-
language.
hold on. I'm gonna just get into this content right here, and then we're gonna recap it. Hold on.
Fadeaway
CT
work.
talking
A
spicy.
lot of talk about your passing in the last few months. You had 4 assists against Hapoel Jerusalem, 6 tonight. Are we going to see you be a bit more of a playmaker this season?
No, I'm just playing my game. Whatever that is, most teams are gonna double team me. So that's just gonna lead to assists. If when the guys make the shots, it's gonna lead to assists. So I'm just gonna play my game, and if that requires the assist, great. But at the end of the day, I'm still a scorer, and I'm still a scorer at heart. But it's also adding that playmaking aspect, being able to make the right play and keep the defense
Okay.
honest. So I'm definitely just gonna read the game. So some games it might be a lot of assists, and most of the games gonna be a lot of points. But it's just about reading the game and taking what the defense
Exactly.
gives me.
Exactly.
So
Listen,
Well
now I
said.
want to
from
add to that. Hold on.
basketballnews.com, I'm
I
more
want to add to that and say he showed that he is not a snake. He's not somebody that you can't trust. He did not shit on his teammates. He knows what the Brooklyn Nets direction is. He knows all of these players for the most part came in to be facilitators. He's not looking to take their role. He's saying at the end of this post that basically I'm gonna still be a scorer. I'm gonna still do my thing. I'm gonna play my game. Like, yeah, if they, you know what I'm saying, I pass it and they make it, yeah, that's an assist, but look for me to score the ball. And I'm saying that's a certain loyalty because he's in a post-game media showing like, yo, yeah, I could do that, but that's not what I'm here for. I know my role more than anything. It's saying I know my role, and it doesn't conflict what they want to do with the rookies this season.
No, I think that's fair. I think he's like, listen, I'm gonna play my game. I'm gonna try to score, but at the end of the day, if the scoring is not there, I'm gonna make the right read. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna get, like he said, I'm gonna give what I'm a whatever the defense gives me. Well, depends on what depend on what play I make. I might pass it, I might shoot it, or it depends on what I see out there. I don't think he's just going out there to be like, yeah, man, I'm just trying to score 40, man, and I ain't even looking to pass. Like, nah. He's saying, like, listen, I'm gonna play my game. I'm gonna score first. But you know what? If the right read is to pass the ball, I'm gonna do that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna take what the defense gives me. And that's all you can do, as a player.
Yeah,
So he answered it perfectly.
yeah. But what y'all got on this, Jay and Lee? What y'all got on this?
He went up there and kept it a buck. Know what I mean? I do think dude he sounded like he was a little offended, and he's coming at the question a little offended because I think he did go on to say, yeah, I might do a little bit more passing, but it's all good. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah, but he let them
I
know he'll score first.
that's a fact.
I agree with y'all. He did keep it 100% real, but we all seen the Chappelle show when keeping it real goes wrong.
I wish he
I
I
mean,
wish he I wish he would just want to be a basketball player first, because it's not just about scoring, but he is adamant about that scoring shit, and that's what he say about.
he is
But
very adamant about that scoring
but I
shit.
feel like it's always part, if you great at something, I feel like it's always other
Hey
parts of your
man,
game you could improve.
he trying to win a
True.
scoring title, man.
I
Hey, he
mean, but
probably
and
is.
and
he
and
had
this
more assists than every point guard, bro. Like, what we
and
talking about?
I'm just talking
he
about what he
also had
said
more
right
minutes
here.
than all them niggas. But I mean,
I'm just talking about what he said.
but the reality is that when keeping it real goes wrong, bro, like I think Cam Thomas at the end of the day is gonna be Cam Thomas. I don't think
Well,
nothing
he
wrong with
going
that.
right. He didn't do
And
nothing wrong. In this
no, he
preseason, nothing
didn't
went
do nothing
wrong.
wrong. He kept it 100% real. But we all seen Chappelle show when keeping it real goes wrong.
But he
I
wasn't
will.
wrong. That saying the Chappelle show ain't shit funny. See, y'all think shit
Ain't-
funny, but that's why he got the line, the
Hit,
t-shirt line, ain't shit funny for fans
hit,
like
hit me
you.
up in another
It's shit
300
funny.
days, man, to see if
You
I'm
listen
laughing or
to the
not.
Chappelle
I
show.
will say, I will say this: Cam is definitely being professional to a degree, but the fact that he says I'm not going to necessarily work on that, I'll just be Cam Thomas. He's giving the Brooklyn Nets front office exactly what they're giving him. Nothing's set in stone. Yeah, some days I'll be a playmaker. Other days I might just drop 40 because I'm Cam Thomas, and that to me is why this relationship between him and the front office is just beyond repair at this point. Cam is in his right to play his style, and if that coincides with hurting what the front office wants to do, December 15, man. I keep
He
saying it. That's
basically
where
giving the
How did
front
you get
office.
that from that, John? How
I
did you
He
don't
get
think
that
basically
from that?
Wait,
giving the
what,
front
Joey?
office what they gave him. Shit.
Exactly. Wait, Joey, what'd you say, Joey?
I just how did you get that from that when he just I mean he pretty much say like listen I'm a based off of what happens in the game depends on what I'm gonna do pretty much I'm gonna take what the defense gives me how did you
Well,
get that he's saying like
you could see Cam trying on the playmaking, but you hear his comments saying like, "I really do want to score." Like Cam is trying for Jordy. I can see that, but at the end of the day, Cam wants to score first and foremost. And for the organization right now, they don't want that. They want him to do more playmaking, work on his weaknesses. And Cam's like, "Well,
I
I
don't think
might
they don't
do
want
that, or I might
I
not
think
do that."
Jordy
no I don't think
Jordy
they
want
don't
him to
want
do more
one mic,
playmaking and
I don't
shit.
think that I don't think they don't want him to score. They just don't want him to force scoring. They want him to play within the flow of the game.
I totally agree with you, but you see what Cam Thomas, he's trying to meet that barometer, but you could just tell he doesn't really want to do it. If Cam had a choice in this, if this was like we said, Cam's team, he's going to want to score first and foremost, but it's not his team. So he's trying to be political to a degree, but you could just tell it's like, I really want to do what I want to do, but he's trying to respect what Jordy wants him to do, which I appreciate. But this is why the relationship between the front office is on very shaky ground because Cam is getting exactly the answers I'd expect him to give. I don't really have to do what this team tells me to do, but I'll still play within the game. Like
Bro,
that's what we can do at this point.
I don't get that. But at the end of the day, when you look at the assist and turnover ratio, and we skip past my opinion, we just get straight to the facts. His assist turnover ratio is not saying I don't care what the organization want me to do. He's saying, yo, I'm doing that, but that's still not my game. He being honest. You
That's
can't
what
be
I'm trying
mad
to
at
try
him
to
because
say.
he's not
That's
a
what
yes man. That's my thing with y'all. Like just
He's
because
saying
he's
he's
a yes
doing that,
man
but
for the
he's still
Brooklyn
going to try
Nets,
to
like
score.
what?
exactly. Like it's a back and forth of what Cam wants to do. Like he's like Leaf just said, he's
But
giving exactly the front office what they've given him. It's like this
what's
is
wrong?
not.
What's wrong with trying to do both though? I don't understand. That's what he's pretty much
Bro, he
saying.
is doing both, but he prioritized scoring because he's a
Yeah,
two.
exactly. Because he knows that's where his strong suit at. There's nothing wrong with
So
that.
Right,
what's
but
wrong?
What is he
they
What's
want
supposed to
him
wrong
say?
to.
with
I'm
the
gonna dumb
strong
down my
suit?
scoring? Like I don't
Right,
understand.
but Joey, that's why there's this problem with Cam being a core member of his team is that they want him to do certain things that he can't fully get to that level of because of what he's
But
primarily
he
good at.
can, but bro, he's the same thing with Dayron. Dayron might be able to shoot the three, but you want him rebounding over shooting the three.
Right,
Exactly.
I totally
Same
agree
thing
with you,
with
and you want.
Even if he
Dayron got a
even
2-year
if he is a
contract
playmaker,
though.
he's a better scorer than he is a playmaker.
Exactly.
But the difference is Dayron didn't took the contract that it was given to him. Cam did not.
Exactly. That's the
That's
fortunate
the
thing.
Now y'all
difference,
moving the
bro.
Yeah.
goalposts, man.
No,
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 it's not moving
I
the
don't think, bro.
goalposts.
I think we all just stating the facts, bro. Like
Exactly.
the
Yeah,
reality of the
yeah, but we
situation,
not
bro,
talking
is that.
about the money aspect of it right now. We talking about roles.
But
And the man
I
said,
think when you
listen,
in a
I'm gonna
Right.
go
contract
out
You're
there,
year,
talking
I'm
bro,
gonna
about
do
how
my
he
game,
fits on what
I'm gonna
he's
try to
asked to do.
score, but you know what? I'm gonna take what the defense gives me. And if I have to pass the ball, then that's the right read. I'm gonna do that. But I will prioritize scoring because I am a scorer. There's nothing wrong with that.
Nice. Nothing.
It's not there's nothing
Why
wrong
y'all
with it, but
trying
this
to
is
be
why
playing
he's
in a bad light? Why y'all doing that?
it's not anything wrong with it, but that's just kind of where Cam is at with the front office. They want certain things from him that he cannot ever deliver to them besides playmaking that he's
Ever
working
delivered
on
to
and
him? He gave
scoring.
him 6 assists versus a
Right.
NBA talent team.
And I acknowledge that he's working on
So
the
what you mean?
playmaking, but you could just hear with
He's
his
a
words
two
that it's
guard.
like
Hold on,
not
no,
what
no,
he
no.
really wants to do.
No. Two guards aren't expected to give 8 assists, 10 assists. You get 6 assists from a two guard. You get 4 to 6 assists from a two guard. The two guard is doing what he's supposed to do. If your main priority scorer is getting you 4 to 6 assists, because that's what he is on his team, regardless of what y'all think we're gonna build. This is what it is right now. He's the number one scorer. If he's giving you 4 to 6 assists in that same game, bro, he's doing his job. Talking
And
about
we got
he
to
can't.
see the regular
What the
season.
Nets want from him?
I
Bro, you
said
can't wait
this
more.
on
Bro,
ice.
no, hold on. You said that he can't ever deliver what they want from him. Yes, he can. If he's playing up
On
20,
defense, athleticism, and just being a total player, those things he cannot deliver on. That's just the way the cards he was given, and he has to work on the playmaking to be just as good as offense. But I said on Ice's show
you
for
make
the
it
first
seem like
10.
he's such a tough
Wait,
defensive team
breathe,
without.
breathe.
I,
For the first,
I,
I said on Ice's show for the first 10 to 15 games, if Cam could average 5 assists, I know he's turning over a new leaf. Then I actually know that he really is more than just trying, that he actually
I,
wants that to be a
I
part of
want to.
his skill set.
I
But we
want,
have to see it in regular
I want to
season
bring,
too.
I just want to bring a calmness to it, bro, because I think Jordy Fernandez already got in Cam Thomas' ear last year, and we saw the playmaking evolve little
Right.
by little.
We saw a little
So
bit of
I
that.
think
Yeah.
the playmaking and the chemistry with the passes and making better passes is there. What needs to continue to grow is once the opposition and the defenses start to switch and start to change their game plan, bro. Now it's all about reading defenses better. Now it's all about seeing the double teams before they come. Now it's all about other stuff. It's all about playing within the X's and O's and speeding up the game a lot more to make sure the double teams is not making their way towards them, bro. Like now it's all about the lineups. Now it's all about other stuff, all these other things, and I think that revolves around more coaching than Cam Thomas. Now, however,
That's good.
now, hold on. Now, however, can't let now. However, bro, like when the lineups is not being structured, we all know what direction we going. We all know that that's orders coming from up top saying, "Hey, yo, listen, I understand, bro. Jordy, you want to win this game. I understand. Cam Thomas want to get paid. Da 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 da. But we need this pick. Da 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 da. That's just the front office talking, bro. Don't pay me
Not,
no
but what
mind.
I'm saying, both things can happen. Cam Thomas could put up the numbers he want to get the contract he want, and the Nets could keep the same direction that they want to keep. Now,
Exactly.
I'm saying,
Yeah,
and
they can.
that's all I'm saying. It's many times,
It is
whether
gonna
it be
happen.
Jordan Poole with the Washington Wizards, where you got players who going to put up numbers, but you know that team not going to win. It's happened
Exactly.
I'll
before,
just keep
bro,
saying that November is a huge
and
month for
that's
Cam in his
all
future. November, if he performs at that high level
I
in
be trying to
November,
say.
it could maybe curry favor with his front
That's
office,
all I'm
or
trying
it
to say,
could
bro. Don't
change
forget,
his
even
trajectory.
whoever we draft got a set championship roster. I don't see how y'all don't think that will help a championship roster with Cam
It's not
Thomas
that he
with
can't.
whoever we draft.
It's not that he can't help. I think we've all said that we can utilize Cam in a championship scenario with our team. It's just the contract situation makes it super tough, Breeze, to see Cam come back to his team after this year. It's just the way that it's gone with qualifying offers. And I feel bad. I wanted Cam Breezy. You saw me in previous podcasts. I wanted Cam to agree to a contract because they were just focusing on his playmaking, his rebounding, his defense, his scoring. We're not even talking about him being off this team. But unfortunately, this is the cards we were dealt with, Breezy, this season. And guys like me, Joey, Leaf, we're just trying to play with the cards that we were dealt and look at the logical side of this. Not that Cam's not a bad teammate or a bad player. It's just we kind of know what the front office wants and we know what the NBA wants. And it's just tough for Cam to meet what the NBA wants him to meet. That's the logistics at the end of the day.
Yeah, no, bro, I'm not saying that's what I'm saying. I gotta end the show, but I know what they want. I don't want what they want.
Right.
I'm telling what I want for them to want and for fans to kind of like cause what I mean kick up dust. So to say like, yo, if we gonna build a championship roster, we gotta agree on certain things. Like you need two shot creators. That's a fact. Why get rid of a shot creator just to get another shot creator? You still at one shot creator. Now it has nothing to do with names and everything on the structure on how you build a roster to have a championship competitive team. So that's all I'll be saying. But again, y'all already know how it go. We're gonna do this same back channel, same next channel, same next time. Oh, I don't know the time to be honest. But y'all already know what it is. Nets
Like,
fans
see
is the
you
best
next
fans. We're
time.
gonna be back with more
See you next
content.
time on the next
Yes,
episode of Dragon Ball
See
Z.
you
See
next
you at
right.
time.
7 o'clock
See
in the
you
morning.
right. See you next time on
We
the
do got
next
a
show.
7 o'clock in the morning game,
See
bro.
you
I gotta
next
do
time.
that
See
shit.
you next show.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. See you next time on the next show. You know what I'm saying? With the same Nets fans, because we the best fans. Y'all already know, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to get y'all some music. Jay here, producer, so I'm gonna try to get an instrumental from him. So you know what I'm saying? I could put a song together called Ain't Shit Funny. You
Yeah,
know what
so
I
make sure
mean?
y'all send him some super chats, know what I mean? So he could come get
Yeah,
a beat.
send some super chat.
I'm
The
all
video.
super chat out,
Nah,
bro. Like
I'm
nigga, I
talking to
got
the
rent to
chat.
pay, bro.
I'm talking to the chat, man.
Yeah. Again, I just want to close out because the content been growing. I mean, the page been growing because of the shorts, and that's everybody. That's me. That's This Is JTV. That's Leaf 4788. That's everything Brooklyn Nets John. That's Notorious. If y'all listen to the shorts, y'all gonna hear everybody. It's AI clip it up to where everybody got a voice. That's why again, this is my favorite show. You know what I'm saying? Again, Nets fans is the best fans. We're not gonna always agree, but I'm trying to find some common thread because
Oh.
Bill, man, I appreciate. Thank y'all for tuning in.